Welcome to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, TDT. You can refer to me as Miss T or just plain old TT. Y'all see the thumbnail? Review of this weekend's fight. You know, some of y'all going to have to be commentators to some of it because I didn't see all of them. But we're going to talk about the few I did see of the stuff that I heard about. Y'all can, definitely add in. And then what's going to be next for Bud Crawford going forward. But y'all know we're going to get into that and maybe some more stuff. But y'all know the drill. First, let's turn to. Welcome back to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, TDT. You can refer to me as Miss T. And y'all saw the thumbnail, like I said, review of this weekend's fights. And, we're going to do a little speculating today. And I was hoping that we had everything ready for these little bets we had up on this joint. But I don't think it's ready for us to cash in on our bets. I'm actually turning to the page where we made these bets, and I'm like, where the fuck is that? Like, oh, okay, I got to it now. But anywho, it was a great weekend or whatever, but y'all know what I do at the top of my hour. We do a water check. I gotta say, today was not a good day for me and water. Today I've been sick all day, but I'm here. I'm getting better in the afternoon, but oh my God. Whew. This was a rough day. I couldn't even drink water. I was just that sick to my stomach. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but yeah. So I didn't hit my water benchmark today. But do drink your water here at Boxing Fans Talk TV. We advocate that everybody drink at least 100 ounces of water. If you're an adult, you can drink a gallon of water per day, and you'll be good. But and, if you get on that water tip, you're going to see benefits like in your skin. You can start looking younger. Everything going to have elasticity. You want that in your life. So drink up your water. And if you're not a big water drinker, Boxing Fans Talk TV, we advocate that you drink at least twice a day. And we only talking the cup, y'all, like 8 ounces. So the first time is first thing in the morning when you get up. Before your toes hit the ground, before you get into your morning routine with the washing of the face, brushing the teeth, using the bathroom, go on to chug a lug for your 8, I said 4, but 8 ounces of water. Have it sitting on the nightstand. Learn how to drink your water room temperature. I prefer my water cold, But I have a mini fridge in my room. I advocate that everybody go get the one. It is not going to break your pockets when it comes to your electric bill. Trust me, this is one thing that I was looking at, because if that would have happened to me, as far as my pockets go, with the water electric bill, whether I could afford it or not, I'd unplug that shit quicker than hell. But no, drink your water. And then because if you think of your body as an engine, the water's the lube. You need that water. You need things to move smoothly and efficiently, and that's what the water helps do. The second time is at night. Get out the shower, tub, whatever. Throw your pajamas on. You get in the bed. What you do? You read a magazine article. You read a passage in a book. You look at a couple of programs on TV. This is when you drink your other 8 ounces of water. The American Heart Association agrees that drinking water around this time is good for your heart. Kind of like when they say drink a glass of wine a day, that's good for your heart. Well, the same thing. Before you go to sleep, drink your water, because a lot of reads going on: revamping, rebooting, recharging, recleaning, all kinds of things going on, recreating. So you need to drink water to help with all that. It's definitely, like I said, a life sustainer. So drink up your water and everything. And fun fact too is, at night when you go in your deep sleep, not a cat nap, but a deep sleep, the average person burns between 900 to 1,000 calories at night. Hell, we not getting that in a workout in the gym. The average workout, and I mean balls to wall, is 300 calories. Like when you going hard in the gym, 300 calories. So if you burning 900 to 1,000 at night just sleeping, well, drink that water. Make sure that thing hit all the nooks and crannies it's supposed to. But drink your water up. Do drink your water up. Now that we got through that, a little bit of housekeeping, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And my humblest voice ever. Please, 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 please don't go. Please. And my James Brown voice and my humblest voice, hit the like, share, and subscribe button. As I said before, if you've already subscribed, you're locked in. Especially on the replay, hit the like and share button. Leave a comment. I do read you guys' comment. I take them into consideration. As long as you hit me with some logic and rationality, I could be swayed, persuaded to change my mind or whatever. But you're going to have to be rational and logical. But, do leave a comment and let me know what you think. And if you have anything to say about anything that I've said in the past, present, or potentially what you think I'm going to say in the future, hit me up at boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. That's boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. It's always on the screen. And don't forget to, I'm not monetized yet, so there's the Cash Out button. Boxing Fans Talk TV. That's Boxing Fans Talk TV. That's the Cash Out button. Don't be afraid to tap dance on that mug. Every donation you send goes right back into the channel. And I thank you. A lot of times when you guys send Cash Apps, I get them or I see them after I get off. Maybe because I'm not looking at the phone. But I do appreciate all the Cash Apps. And I'm internally grateful. So, please, utilize some of these, like, the like and the share and the subscribe and the Boxing Fans Talk at Gmail and the Cash Out, Boxing Fans Talk TV. Utilize these buttons. Go on and cut a jig on them. And I come on Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't give a care what the thumbnail say. Like, I looked at it today and it said 4:30 p.m. I didn't put that. I always put the right time. They always put a different time. I can't explain it or what have you, but it is what it is. So let's get into it. So let me welcome some folks into the building. I see you, General Big Fish. I see you, boy. He said, I'm lighting my victory cigar as you speak, Boss T. What do you have a victory about? I don't know. Maybe you got one on over there with the fellas, but I don't know. I don't know what I said that was contrary. But welcome to the building, King. Big Fish. Love you over there. WJ Lucky, where you been, bro? What's popping, King? He said, salute, Queen T. I'm here for it. Bud Crawford keeps proving that he is the best in the world. Indeed. ATL, bro, what's popping, King? He said, ESPN besides T.O. was lit. I now listen, ATL, I've been listening to what some folks been saying out there in the YouTube Twitter sphere. They was like that top ranked card sound good on paper, but it wasn't. I haven't seen it. I'm waiting because I don't know how soon after something come on ESPN where they put it on there, the man. That's the only thing. I'm just waiting because I know they got demands or a way to go back and look at fights that I already previewed, but I think it has to be like at least a week that gone past. So I'm gonna be sure to go back and look at it. But they was like, it was a lackluster card. I mean, that's what they saying in these YouTube streets. ATS says, salute, Queen. Salute to you too, King. Warren, big Warren Lawns. What's popping, King? He said, salute, salute. He said, fish smoking cigar for his new one. Oh, General. You got a newborn? Oh. What you have, a girl or a boy? Congratulations. Y'all men, boy, I tell ya. Fish, how old are you? But y'all can do that. Y'all can do that. But congratulations, King. Congratulations. Oh, I bet the baby precious. What is it, boy or girl? So let me go down first and foremost these bets, and then we put them back out on Front Street. We betted here at Boxing Fans Talk TV that we picked some actual numbers that we thought the pay-per-view was going to garnish, and that number has not come out. Let me repeat, that number has not come out. They have an idea, they just haven't released that number. I can't explain why they haven't. Before anybody get mad at them, they got to get mad at PBC, Golden Boy, DAZN, and everybody else. Top Rank too, because they don't always give out the numbers by Monday morning. Sometimes they quick with it, sometimes they not. So I couldn't tell you why BLK Prime has not released the total numbers of what you call them, because I think this what happened, you guys. Like the day before Saturday, like either was Friday evening or something, it was like right there at the end. BLK, in partnership with some kind of media company, allowed for his fight to be seen on cable TV and direct TV, dish or whatever. So you could get it through the app, but you could also buy it through your cable subscriber. So, that opened it up more. But it didn't matter. My point for the number that I picked was because it was a worldwide app. Anybody can download an app. You know how easy it is to do that. And boom, voila, you're watching the fight. And then you can cast what you're watching on the phone to your TV. Because that's what I did. So that's why I picked the number I picked. So let's go through the numbers. So we're going to keep going through the numbers. We're going to refresh every day to make sure everybody stay on point. But the numbers haven't come out, so we can't really call in the marker, can we? Mr. Warren, you picked 250,000. Martin King, you picked 400,000. ATL, you pick 100,000. XO Factory, you pick 200,000. I pick 420,000. Al Money, you pick 150,000. Destiny, you pick 260,000. Miss ATL, you pick 99,000, I think. And Reginald, you pick 999. Big Fish, what did you pick? This is a crazy ass number. Big Fish, what was your number? You said 10 views. Then you picked 9,423. That's what you picked. $9,423,000. Then there was the side bet, an extra $20 bet that Q, Big Fish, and ATL and Reginald bet Martin King. And XO, let me see, 200,000. Q said he'd rather for his to be 40, but with everybody else, it was $20. So y'all had a bet with Martin King. Y'all teamed up on Martin King. ATL says Zayas let you down. Warren said Errol Spence is this name. Andrew Charles, welcome to the building. Was Poppy King? He said salute Miss T. ATL said it's not even near 50,000. You need to learn how to read. You need to learn how to read because that's not true. There's no numbers presented, ATL, for you to even say that. They were saying, I read that same article too. You misunderstood it. You saw 50,000 and you probably closed up the article. That's not what they said. So stop the cap. ATL said everybody gonna lose the bet. I'm gonna win. I'm optimistic I'll win. General Big Fish said I need Ernest and Young to verify those PB. So you need Standards and Poor, General Big Fish, you know, the credit people. Y'all can't go there. You got to do it just like, look, all the numbers be lies. If you want to say it like that, everybody's pay-per-view numbers, unless they breaking Floyd's record, they can be lies. But we have to take what they say, and we do. I don't argue with whatever they say. I don't believe half the time the numbers that they came up with, Bud. I don't argue it. I just don't argue it. Because we have to take what they say. And then this same number, y'all, I told y'all, Fight TV was going to have it. Now cable and satellite. We're going to take all the numbers from all of them because all of them going to have a tally and we're going to put it together. And if you came close to that number, then you'll win the bet. Now, y'all remember, it was for nothing less than $25 from my point of view. Nothing more than 50. That's my range. I'm probably going to give y'all 50, whoever wins this bet. And it ain't going to be more than one. It's going to be one. Whoever gets the number or is the closest to their number wins. I don't see it being more than two people being the closest to their number. But if it is, so be it. But that's what I said I was going to do. Now, if my number, because it's so different from all of y'all's, if my number hits, then all of y'all owe me the same thing. Either 25, nothing less than 25, nothing more than 50. You got a cash app. And that's being honorable. Andrew Charles say, why do you think it is that people who openly admit to streaming fights are the most voracious in their criticism of pay-per-view numbers? It's a true paradox. That's cool. Warren Lawrence is laughing. General say around 9,000 to 9. Big Fish, I know. Hey, boy. You said the ratio is on fleek, huh? Big Fish know how to put that. Warren Lawrence said 250,000 is the winner. I hear you, Mr. Warren. He laughed at this shit. I'm telling y'all, I think Chris Cyborg alone could get 100,000 because she did a little more than 100,000 when she did it before, and it was down in her home country, Brazil. She did a boxing match that wasn't sanctioned, and it was available to the world, and she pulled in a little more than 100,000. So I think she could do that. We know that Bud can pull more than 100,000, maybe close to 200. So, but then this being a worldwide app, and we also know that out of all the boxers, the trending name is Bud Crawford. If you put Bud Crawford in your title, you're going to have the highest ratings. I've tried it with Just Spence. I've tried it with Tank. I've tried it with a lot of people. It's Bud, y'all, because he's the most controversial. So I just want to reiterate those bets. And all of y'all, I'm sure, are honest brokers, okay? So let's get into some of this stuff, okay? So I'm going to jump to Bud right off the dick. I'm jumping to Bud right off the dick. You know what I'm saying? because to me that was the best fight on that card to me. Not to say the others were not interesting. I watched them and they were interesting. They appeared to me, and I don't know this for sure. This is me speculating, that those other fighters were people who may have gotten overlooked, passed over. You know, maybe they don't speak good for themselves. I don't know. Maybe they don't got the look, but they probably been in boxing for a while. And he just seemed like a card that was put together to give people opportunities. If you listen to what Chris Cyborg said, that's exactly how she felt. Like this thing gave her such an opportunity. She is internally grateful and this, that, and the other. So everybody was talking about the Top Rank card, and the Top Rank usually do a card after the Heisman winner. Shout out to the Heisman winner. I don't know his name. I saw it come across my phone screen when it happened. Congratulations, young man. But Top Rank usually does that. And they are, from what I'm hearing in the YouTube streets, it was a card that looked good on paper, but was not good in real life. It was not good on TV, on the Tizu. Now, that ain't Miss T said, because I ain't looked at none of it. And then I'm hearing that Teofimo shouldn't have won that fight, that Sandor Martin actually showed him up. And it's starting to sound like that people be underestimating the boy Sandor Martin because he's from Spain, and Spain is not known as no big boxing town, state, or whatever, you know. But he kicking ass. He kicked Mikey Garcia ass. And apparently he kicked Teofimo ass, but they gave the fight to Teo. And Teo better think twice. I haven't seen the fight, but he better think twice before he go digging in the branches in the woods behind Regis Progray's house. He better think about that shit. But getting back to the BLK. So I know a lot of people out there wanted that shit to fail. A lot of people did, namely Spence fans. I mean, if that's how they feel, that's how they feel. But he didn't. He didn't. No matter how you slice it, dice it, or whatever, the article read that it was a big success. And it was a big success for a lot of reasons. One, it went off without a hitch. Could they get better? Yeah. I've heard some people make suggestions like get better lighting. That's good. Constructive criticism is always good. You know, people are upset about Paulie Malignaggi because of what he's been through recently when it comes to racial issues with black folks. But guess what? You can't blackball. That's not the end of his life. If you don't want somebody to be like, you through forever, you're not forgiven, you can never make a reprieve. If you don't want people treating you like that, then why is it okay to treat others like that? Now, there's some things in life we can all think of where you don't get a reprieve. Like being inappropriate with a child. You ain't getting no fucking reprieve from me. You know what I'm saying? Murdering people. And I'm going to say senseless murdering people. You ain't getting no fucking reprieve from me. You know, there's certain things you can do that you going to ride that fucking shit till the wheels fall off. You going to wear that jacket until they put you 6 feet under. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be that hard nosed that, you know, he's banned for life. Who the fuck do any of us think we are to even think like that or say something like that? I'm a proud black woman, and I don't want to take no shit from nobody racially. But goddamn, y'all want to ban Paulie? Everybody act like that was just a slap in the face. It was not. Say what you want about the man. He knows boxing. And he made Showtime be as good as it is with his commentator. Y'all can say what the fuck y'all want. But y'all know that to be true. The nigga know how to call fights. He know how to talk about shit. He's an expert in the field. And he can articulate the shit. I think him and Antonio Tarver did well together. I want to congratulate Blue Blood because I heard him on there too, commentating. Everybody did a nice job for this. Their first time out the gate. They did a good job. Andrew Charles said, "Top boy chick hitting the other girl with some really hard shots. She might be, she might maybe could do a decent in women's boxing. She got a lot to learn. That other girl don't know how to box, talking about she a technical boxer. Bullshit a lot, though. The other girl, I don't know what the fuck she was doing. And she was walking like, I'm a bad motherfucker, ain't I? Y'all saw how she was getting her pep on? That's whack as hell. ATL say, no hate at all, Miss T. Crawduck's undercard was trash. Well, people can feel that. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. You don't have to say no hate. I'm not mad. I mean, because you ain't hear me say, all that shit was fire. But it was good. It was good for the first time out. They did a hell of a job. They did a wonderful job. Now, the CHI Center in Omaha holds about 19,000 people. There's about 20,000 people up in that motherfucker. It was sold out. So can we say that part was a success? The only arena, stadium, or whatever you want to call it, that Bud has never personally sold out, where you actually go to it, is when the pandemic, when he fought Kell Brook. But there was no fans allowed. So this narrative, and then you had Eddie Hearn out there saying, maybe 10,000 people will buy it. But then in the same breath say he's a pound for pound, he's the most awesome boxer, da 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 da. Eddie, you wish you had Terence Crawford, but you want to slave him. And everybody jump on the bandwagon to try to slave him to death. You know, I used to say it a different way, but that's not politically correct to say it. You know, when you somebody down, you want to slay this motherfucker to death. Get something for nothing. And I don't know why people feel that that's fair to do to him. I don't see nothing funny about that at all. But as far as the gate, they did exceed expectation. It sold out. Warren Lawrence said undercard was trash. Yeah, everybody seemed to have the same feeling. Andrew said, I had fun Saturday, great boxing night. While everybody was crying about the fight, I was partying. I hear you. ATS said TL lost. I said Martin was going to win. Yeah, but they gave the win to TL, didn't they, ATL? From what I heard, TL going to get destroyed by all the top people at 140. He sure will if he don't get it together. But listen, or is it Sandor Martin is just that good, and we can't keep treating him like he ain't nobody or a tomato can, or he came out of nowhere. Who is this guy? Hey, he beat Mikey Garcia. We had some notable fighters here that couldn't beat Mikey Garcia, and Sandor Martin easily beat him. He might be from Spain, with, like I said, which is not a big boxing state. When I mean state, I mean country, because you call other countries state as well. State. You know, he from Spain. The country Spain, España. We don't know of big-time boxers that come out of there, but he may be the one. Sergio Martinez fought for Spain, but he wasn't born and bred there. He was born from South America, but he resided in Spain, probably because the laws are much lax. Y'all know what I think about Sergio, and I like the Sergio. Sergio. You like him young, Sergio. I'm gonna leave that alone. Andrew Charles says Spence fans were literally praying for the worst case scenarios for Bud, and still are. But God don't like ugly. Indeed. And they were, but I can't stop it. 512 Boxing, a.k.a. Big Texas. What's popping, King? He said, yo, what's popping? Nothing much. We just talked about this little boxing thing. Yeah, he said, Rip Mills Lane. Yeah, we hit him. We did a moment of silence for him Friday. Yeah, that's the only guy. He's so memorable. And when I think when they had that boxing game, I think he was into that boxing game too, as one of the referees. Tay is in the building. Was Papa King? He says Spence fans claim to be pro-black, then want to diminish and hate BLK events and BLK fighters. Yeah. Tay said they are worse than Canelo fans, and ATS said a salute Big Texas. So look, what we know, Terence Crawford, that was a one fight. That was a one-shot deal. That is not his promotional company. He is still his own independent contractor. Call that what you want. Call it he is on boss. However y'all say it. He's an independent contractor. So when he goes into negotiations, you might as well, if it helps for him to put a mask on that make him look like Bob, whatever Bob would have asked and wanted to get when he sat at the negotiating table with another promoting company, that promoting company got to do that with the independent contractors. Not just Terrence, any independent contractor. Tank is pretty much about, I think he is an independent contractor. You know? So when he sit down and do a deal, same thing for him. That ain't no special effects. That ain't all gravy in there. I mean, I'm not saying it to boost nobody. He just, at this point in his career, he's an independent contractor. And me personally, I think if he could get the fight with Spence and turn around and get the fight with Charlo, I think he'll be done. He would have done all he wanted to do. But he's going to do what he got to do to make sure he gets the things he wants. And they're going to do what they got to do to make sure they get the things they want. But this was a success. I don't care what y'all say. Now, I know that a lot of people out there wanted to be 100 people bought the fight or 10,000 people bought the fight or whatever. Just based on Chris Cyborg alone, that's not going to be the case, y'all. Sorry to say it. It's just not going to be the case. You know, and that opening fight with the, what was his name? Nelson or something? People wanted to see his comeback. ATL said, Lil Boosie. This is Rob is in the building. What's poppin'? King said, salute, Miss T. Salute to you. Cyborg fought Lil Boosie. You always got jokes, nigga. Andrew Charles said, Zab really impressed me Saturday. Super professional and full of class all around. I hope he keeps doing interviews and commentary. Yeah, Zab was cool. Zab got a lot to learn with the interviews and stuff. He can get there. He's a nice looking dude, pretty smile, and I like what he had on. And you know, so I would suggest that when they come out, I heard Fred say this: if you represent yourself as an up and coming, you know, $1 billion business or a multi-million-dollar business, then you got to dress the part too. And I agree with that. And he had a criticism of some lighting. And I agree with that. If you felt that the lighting could have been better, I agree with that too. You know, anything, any kind of constructive criticism. But we ain't going to call this a failure. That we cannot say. The gate says otherwise. We just don't have the numbers. I, again, wish that they did come out. I've been looking all weekend. But unfortunately, the numbers haven't come out. So we're not calling in the marker on the bets until they give us some numbers. And whatever the numbers are, y'all, we just got to rock with them. If they lying about these numbers, they've been lying about Earl numbers all along. That's exactly how I'm going to see it. What you do on one side of the equation, you got to do on the other side of the equation. So that's just how it is. ATL says Zab did keep it 100. Wisdom is in the building. What's poppin', King? He said Bud had to compete with Ja Rule in the Ashanti concert and still sold out. Oh, they actually did? I thought that was a joke people were saying. So they did. Oh, it was a concert up there in Nebraska. Oh, okay. Beautiful setup by Crawford expected. This is Rob said Aerosexuals, the new Pactards. PGH Big Dog is in the building. Was Poppin' King says salute Queen Team. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I got nervous, and I can say this with a straight face. There would be hay about the fact that his gloves had busted at the seams. I'm not even gonna argue that. I don't know why they busted at the seams. I don't know. He had his logo on the top of his gloves. Did y'all see that? I don't know if that company, you know, faultily made some gloves or messed up the gloves. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't think there was nothing nefarious or malicious about his gloves or nothing cheating or this, that, and the other. But, you know, maybe the stitching just didn't hail or whatever the case. They went over to the athletic commission, state and fucking boxing. And them the motherfuckers that said, keep going. So if anybody got a problem, you got a problem with them. Because that was beyond Terrence's control. When Sparkle Lee stopped the action, did a timeout, She needed somebody other than her to judge what should we do about these gloves. Now, I'm sure for David Avanesian, he was like, whew, yeah, I could use this fucking break. Get my energy and strength back up, and let me catch a breather, blah, blah, blah. And Terence probably was thinking, I don't want to break this momentum. If somebody says that Terence Crawford carried him, I wouldn't be mad at you. Because part of me feel like he carried him a little bit too. But part of me feel like he didn't. Everybody say, oh, they know now that Errol Spence beat him because of the pressure. Because of what David Avanesian did provide pressure. He wouldn't get off of Terence. Now, true enough, anybody who squared up, I wouldn't call him a real boxer. I would call him a fool. You squared up walking in, nigga, you must want to lose. Some people it work for, some people it don't. David Avanesian feels like it does. If you go by his last 6 fights where he knocking motherfuckers out. But, and he's crafty. And when you make a mistake, he makes you pay. He did that a couple of times to Terence in there. So I never went in there thinking Terence had this sold up in the bag. I went in there thinking that I'm leaning towards Terence greatly, probably like 80%. But I felt like David Avanesian at least had 20%. And I haven't seen all his fights. I did watch some highlights and stuff, ATL. But enough to know that this dude's crafty. Like when he double jabs, I like his double jab better than probably any other welterweight I've seen. I love his double jab better than Terence, better than Earl's. Because when he double jabs, he extends his arm all the way out on that first jab. He don't bring that bitch that far back before he snaps that bitch. He knows some Bruce Lee shit. And that way he reminds me of motherfucking, what's the little guy? Mr. Gary Russell Jr. Because Mr. Gary Russell Jr. can do that shit too. He don't have to bring the punch halfway back, partial back, a third back. He snaps that bitch. I was like, oh shit. Terence better watch it. And them punches, I don't think Terence gave him anything. But I think Terence was taking his time. When Terence switched to southpaw, and this is my opinion, whenever he switches is when he know he got you. He has developed a game plan, and he pretty much about to sew you up. Operation Break You Down for real commences. And Terence switched about the end of the first round or right at the second round. Okay. Now, when they showed the glove and said, okay, we're going to get through this round, and the commentators on the side, like Tarver and Malignaggi, and them was like, they must go get somebody to go get some gloves from the back. And then when the bell rings, this is when they're going to put it on. But y'all know it was going that if they did that, it was going to take more time than the time they have off between rounds. I think Terence said, well, fuck this shit. We ain't breaking up this momentum. Let me go ahead and end this shit. The whole time Terence was jabbing him. I think he was trying to get in good work. But like I said, if you argue that he carried him a little bit for the crowd, ain't nothing wrong with that. Mayweather did that with McGregor. He carried him. He wanted y'all to get y'all money's worth. I'm sure Errol Spence carried somebody just to get some rounds in. It don't matter why you carried him. Can you close the deal after the fact? That shit was sweet as a motherfucker with Terence knocked his ass out. Because what'd he do? When they said that they probably gonna have to switch gloves, Terence was like, nah, I gotta end this shit right now. He switched to another gear in midstream. Switched to another motherfucking gear. Not many fucking fighters can do that. He turned that shit up. He didn't even turn his pace up that much through the whole fight, but he could have. But he turned that shit up a little bit. He switched to another gear. Dude was throwing some punches. Terence was slipping them. Okay. And Terence threw a punch. And then dude threw a punch. And Terence rolled with it and then hooked him with the right hand. Hard. Standing straight tall. Hooked his ass hard. And they say They say that it was more devastating because Avanesian didn't even see it coming. He should have saw it coming. Terence was doing so many things scientifically in that ring. A lot of y'all probably missed it. But it was good work. And he said he wanted to stay busy. And he got 10 million. So everybody who say he didn't get paid 10 million, use a liar. Everybody who said the fight wasn't going to happen, use a liar. Everybody who say that the commissioner didn't even sanction the fight, you was a liar. I have to say it like that because I need people to stop saying crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? But, the other fights, they was all right. I'm going to drop the link in a minute, but I do want to cover a couple of things. So as far as sponsorship, because I know a lot of people get on that, Terrence don't ever have sponsorship. I don't know if y'all caught it, but in between there was commercials. There was commercials for American National Bank, Goldenrod companies. That's a bunch of companies put together. I'm going to tell you who the big dog in that one. And Phelps Wealth Plan, which is an investment financial advisor type company, right? And Goldenrod companies, that's a collaboration of a bunch of companies, Fortune 500 companies or whatever. Warren Buffett. Oh, yes. Warren Buffett was in that commercial when they were showing Goldenrod companies and the different companies that Goldenrod has. And at the very top, you probably missed it. It said Warren Buffett, like at the top of the building, like that's his Warren Buffett Enterprises or something. I don't know. So when Terence Crawford said he had 2 investors and people guessed that it might have been Warren Buffett, I'm convinced that, yes, he was one of them. I'm convinced now more than ever because he was a sponsor in this fight. And they don't have the middleman. So all the profit goes to BLK and Bud or the other fighters. PGA said, a success. Stop it, T. They lost money. Nobody's reporting that. You, PGH, you don't have no ties into BLK. You can't talk to them. They definitely won't talk to you. You don't know nobody over there to say they lost money. So all you doing is lying right now. Love you, PGH, but you're lying. ATL Unanimous Boxing Sports, salute, fam. He said, it said Zab, the president. BLK, I don't know. Like, that was news to me. What was news to me is seeing Zab Judah and Paulie Malignaggi. And actually Tarver. I wasn't prepared for those people. Zab and Blue did well. Paulina is a racist trash. Hate his voice and perspective. Yeah, he know what he talking about, though. WJ said, you're right, Queen. It was smart to put Chris Cyborg on the card. She can pull numbers by herself. This pay-per-view will be well over 100,000. Indeed. They're going to have to see, but you see, but WJ, they not going to accept it. Somebody like PGH just said they lost money with no proof. He hate Terrence black ass for whatever reason. I've never met PGH. I don't know if you're a light-skinned brother or, I know that's a crazy question to ask because I'm trying to see where the hate come from. You hate him that much that you're reporting something that nobody else has. And you are in no position to even report that. I got to call it out, PGH. You hate him. I don't know if he stole your dog. What did he do? Why you hate him? That you're willing to lie about anything with this. You're a smart boxing person. Like, I know you know your boxing and stuff. I'm just trying to figure out where the lies come from. Because and I know that has never been reported. The articles that came out, not by them. The company said they exceeded their expectations. The only thing they haven't done is put out the numbers, the total amount of numbers. But they also, right before the day of the fight, opened up the gates to all media outtakes, like cable, satellite, Fight TV. Everybody had that fight available on their platform. That was new as well. So maybe that's why they're holding up how many numbers they did. But for you to say they lost money, that's a fucking lie. And it's a straight lie. And that's what I mean by I'm gonna start calling y'all credibility into question. Andrew Charles said most new business ventures don't turn a profit their first year, usually not until the third year or on average. That's pretty normal. It takes a lot to make up the initial startup investment. I don't think Warren Buffett lost nothing. Why was Bud out there with Fury gloves? I don't know, PGH. I don't know if he got a company that makes gloves, but definitely those gloves were not as sound as they should have been, meaning the seams or the stitching, because that's what came apart, the stitching. But the cushioning did not fall out of the glove, but it was hanging out because it was busting at the seams. I don't know why it busts at the seams. And they got to do a better job of that, whoever that company is. Did Kenahan make them gloves too? Dude, stop with the Kenahan. Y'all be killing me. You know, PGH, if you're gonna attach that name, I'll tell you what I told Q. Y'all so liberal with associating him with the man that America feels is the European version of El Chapo. A bad character, a murderer, a launderer of money, a thief, a drug dealer, all of these things. But let me show you again how biased you are. If that's the case, what is Errol? Is he a murderer? Is he a liar? Do we judge him by the people he hang with? You see how that goes both ways? You got to stop that. Because I would never want to do that towards nobody. Because it's not right. It's not right. Nobody, when you cannot always be guilt by association. Not on some shit like this. You can't. But again, I don't know what Terence Crawford did to you that make you hate him. Like, I can understand you're not a fan of his, but to hate him? Ooh, I don't know. It took the zone years just to break even on Canelo and AJ alone. They raking in the dough now, though. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Andrew. That probably be a actual sound business model. I don't know, but like I had said to Jerry, and all of y'all was against me when I said this. I said they throw away millions. People do that all the time. No, Miss T, it's business. You don't do that, but in a sense, that's what you saying right now, Andrew. You saying what I had said. I don't know if you agree with me when me and Jerry was going back and forth, and I was like, yes, they always throw money away. Always. Don't come in with the we count every penny. We got to make our return investment bullshit. You do what you want to do. That was my whole point. They do what they want to do. He said, no excuses. Bud better not duck Spence again. All right, PGH. I mean, we're going to see what they going to do. He set him up. Set up who, ATL? Dan Tan is in the building. What's Poppy King? PGA said, David Amnesia is sea level at best. Stop it. He is food for any decent 147 pounds. Well, PJ, you can feel that way. I'm not stopping it. He's ranked. He's ranked. If PBC was not willing to set up a fight with Bud Crawford this year with Spence, because they all said next year, and they can say next year, that ain't a duck or nothing. They just said for their calendar next year. But if they were saying that with Spence and Bud, what makes Bud think that number 2 through 5, which is all PBC, what makes him think that they're going to set up, that was different. Now they're going to set up a fight with Bud and one of them number 2 through 5 on his sanctioning belt rankings, which is all PBC. And after that was David Avanesian. Y'all act like this dude ain't nothing, and that's not right. You want to call him a C-level fighter? I have no arguments with that. I don't think he is, but that's cool. It's to the eye of the beholder. That's how you see him. But he is ranked. Give the man his flowers while he earned it. You know what I'm saying? You gonna say that it's not, he shouldn't be up there? Well, if he shouldn't be up there, none of them should be up there. Errol Spence shouldn't be up on there. It's all subjective, dog. But regardless of how we feel, he was on that ranking. Bud cannot go to somebody else sanctioning body and start plucking people from there when he is not even ranked in their sanctioning body. He can't jump the line and do none of them. And the top three in the WBO always have a chance to petition the WBO to do a mandatory with Bud, and they haven't. Now, who is that fault? Is that Bud or is it theirs? They haven't. Whose job is it to petition the WBO? They haven't. Y'all act like this ain't logical. They was talking February or the end of spring from what Mayweather and them was saying. Now that the fight is over, PGH and all y'all, Bud can still negotiate and get the fight with Spence on the timetable that Spence and team wanted. What has changed? That's what I've been saying the whole time. What is him fighting December 10th going to change their timetable? How is it going to change their timetable? You guys got to get out y'all feelings and respect credibility. Put some credibility on your name. Warren Lawrence said, laugh out loud, Bruce Lee. Yeah. Why does Bud numbers matter? But I haven't heard anything about numbers by any other boxer. Wisdom, it matters only because that's a way to devalue him. That's the last bastion of hope that they have to devalue Bud, because if it does poorly, then Bud deserves everything. They have no value for this man. They place no value for this man. It's black power. Now, this is why, I'm going to tell you what, this is why a lot of people that's black, we can't unify. We can't come into unity and all that, because if I'm a bitch and I'm the scum of the earth, and this is how men talk about women a lot. Y'all don't see me getting emotional. Y'all be calling us everything but a child of God on these motherfucking YouTube channels. Everything negative is a woman fault. You know, I don't get emotional at all. But I know that's bullshit. I know that's bullshit. But then when they be like, we got these brothers trying to do good, can y'all follow? I can't follow fuck off the dick. I can't follow shit if you can't uplift me. If you ain't got nothing for me as a black woman, I ain't got shit for you as a black man. I can't follow you. Come on, that was that one person. Then nigga, check him. Stop letting it be like that then. I check all my girls. I check them. I say, hey, we ain't gonna do the black man like that. We ain't gonna do, we all check each other. Y'all don't do it for us. But I don't want to get on no soapbox, but I'm just saying, look at the hypocrisy. We can't unify because we got hate for whatever reasons. I do not hate Errol Spence. I call him on his bullshit, but never do I hate him. And never could I hate him. And never do I want him to do bad. I want him to win in everything that he can do. I'm a boxing fan. That's it. I just think that Terence got the better of him. That's all. That's it. And I bought every Errol Spence fight until I protested PBC. Errol Spence is getting caught up in the mix. My boy that everybody knows is Deontay Country over here. I didn't buy his fight at all. I won't go buy his fight. Because when I say I'm done with PBC, I'm done with PBC. A lot of people going to be collateral damage. ATL said he didn't get paid no 10 million. Facts. He did get paid 10 million. ATL, stop the lying. He got 1 million. 70% of the pay. What did you talk about? ATL, stop lying. Stop it. Come on, Shawty. I'm not looking up shit. I'm not looking up shit because y'all want to lie. I don't care. Y'all can lie. Bud had $5 million in the bank already before the fight. Exactly. He said it would be 250 views when Mr. Warren claiming it. I don't hate Bud. I'm pissed he won't give us the big fights. You do hate him. You actually would say lies that ain't true. You got to, PGH, explain to me how you say they lost money and you know that's not true. You have no plug in that situation that could tell you shit, but you put that out here. That's hate, shawty. That's hate. I don't have no plug. I'm about to talk about Errol Spence in a minute, but watch how fair and partial I'm going to be on this nigga. But I do got to talk about it. ATL said, what light skin got to do with it? I just was asking, is Bud getting the hate because he dark skinned? Because that's sometimes y'all make me feel that way. All startups lose money, queen. Facts. Okay. Is you a colorist queen? No, you listen, I'm a dark skinned woman and I know how dark skinned people get treated even amongst our own kind. And a lot of times that's what be making me sick about this bullshit. Because I search and I search and I search for how the hate is so strong and I can't come up with nothing. And that's my last go-to. I can't come up with nothing. Nothing. There's nothing this man has done that can make him have the hate that y'all have for him. Nothing. What my skin color got to do with it? You're hurting me. I'm not hurting you. I'm sorry if I'm hurting you. I don't mean to. I'm asking because I'm trying to figure out why you hate him. Because you say a lot of hateful shit. PGH loves to regurgitate the latest narratives like clockwork. Andrew Charles, stop. Don't put words in my mouth. I speak the truth. But that wasn't true, PGH, when you said they lost money. That was not true. That wasn't true. It didn't. He said, I didn't put words in your mouth. I'm basing what I said on what you type. You always coming in here reading directly from Bud Hater flashcards. Oh, damn. You was behind in the chat. Crawdux set up Polynesian. No, oh. Drop the link, Miss T. I got something to say to these fanatics. Hold up. Hold tight, y'all. Right. All this crying they've been doing about the fight. And it's done. Come and went already. Where it's Spence now. You know, and that's another thing. Y'all said the fight wasn't going to happen. It happens. Y'all said he won't go get 10 million. He got 10 million. Let it go. Like some shit, y'all. If you believe Spence is that much better, that should be enough. I can't. If somebody say, I don't care what you say, T, all that dancing around, all that, whatever the Bud can do and then spinning around and switching from Orthodox to Southpaw, none of that shit gonna matter because Spence marched forward and he don't quit, blah, 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 blah. And he be thudding power all day, every day, whatever. Okay. Then we have a healthy debate. But y'all demean this man every chance you get. You talk about him like he a dog. You hate him for what in God's name on earth, I don't know. And then you get mad at every little thing he does. And then it's like he don't come to these people's shows. I wouldn't come to your show neither if you show that you hate me. I wouldn't either. And everything. The first was, this fight ain't gonna happen. It's not even commissioned. It's not even sanctioned. Why would they put out information this fight was happening? This is after he did his promo. It's not even sanctioned. Why would somebody say that when that cannot? I don't get it. He said they put the advertisement out. Well, you can't even buy no tickets now. And then a couple of days later, they buying tickets. Oh, it's something wrong. They should have been on sale. I bought my Mayweather Pacquiao tickets right before I left to fly to that motherfucker. You talk about last minute. Nigga, I was sitting on this computer waiting, looking at this big countdown clock. I got in there just in the nick of time. Shit sold out in a minute and a half. Talk about last minute. But we're going to make a big brouhaha about the day his tickets went on sale. And they went on sale in enough time. The whole time that they was broadcasting, they was like, they sold out. 19,000, almost 20,000 capacity. But you hear that number, and then you come back and say, he don't ever sell at his gate. He don't do nothing. He's a poor, he get poor views. Don't nobody like him, blah, blah, blah. But he is, like people is dumb. You got all these boxing fans and fanatics, and they love boxing, and everybody agrees that this nigga is the truth, that he is the big deal. But nobody like him enough to watch him. Who the fuck do y'all be thinking we are? I know I'm like ranting right now, but I just can't understand that shit. Y'all gonna, no matter what happened tonight, what I'm happy about is he got another win. He made $10 million without nobody. He did it. He got it from the mud. Y'all was putting y'all boot on his neck. Y'all was saying he ain't shit. And he got it anyway, despite how y'all feel. Regardless of what you gonna call David Avanesian. He is a ranked fighter. And then y'all try to act like y'all can't see the logic in some of the moves he make. Regardless, it's hate. I wouldn't give a fuck what none of y'all said if I was Bud. Because y'all ain't gonna give a fuck about nothing he do. Everything is gonna be bad anyway. So yes, we all do hope that fight come. What else I had to say? And yes, Warren Buffett is throwing money behind this nigga. He ain't throwing money behind Earl. Now, real quick before I drop this link, because I don't want no interruption, I'm gonna talk about this Earl thing. So Earl, you've been throwing some lemonade, some lemons. You need to make lemonades. Let me play your PR person for a minute. Errol Spence, which I gotta commend him, came on live after his accident to show the state he was in real time. Because Earl know if he don't do that, he know people like me or whoever else will be guessing, nigga, was you drunk again? He had a serious car accident, y'all. Very serious car accident. Now, I'm rocking with everything he did. Boom, 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 boom. And he even made a joke. He said, man, my insurance company about tired of me. You can hear somebody on the sideline from the peanut gallery, amen in his shit. Earl was trying to prove to the world, look, it ain't no drunken shit. I had an accident. This shit happens. And I was happy that he did that for his sake. That means you thinking, boy. You fucking thinking for a change. But everything. They said a 14-year-old boy was joyriding. He ran a light. And I guess Earl T-boned him or something. They didn't use the word T-bone, but what you think happens? If Earl is coming straight down the street and he got the light, this dude running light, the crash is going to be like a T-bone. The whole front end of Earl's car ripped the fuck off. The back end ripped the fuck off. And then the back on the side or dented in or whatever. Earl come out and say, this is a bulletproof car. I said, oh, shit. I threw my hands up. I'm glad he said it, but now he just raised more questions. It's bulletproof, meaning armor plated, and all this stuff. How fast was you going to get that type of wreckage? Is the boy still alive? We know he made it out, but Earl said he hurt his leg. That's what Earl said, y'all. I didn't say this shit. He said it. And I'm sure he looked fine. But I don't care what you say. All of us who've been driving for a while that might have had a little fender bender, I ain't driving no armor-plated car. That car was nice size. He made a point. He said, what if I had my kids in it? The little boy was joyriding. He never said that if the boy was in critical condition or whatever. But the damage to an armor-plated car versus a regular car, because the little boy car, too, turns out his parents didn't have insurance. So they won't drive in no top-notch shit. What we hearing crickets. But we also know that when the police do get to the scene and they start and they run his name and his license, because of his past, they probably gonna do a sobriety test. All of that stuff is meant to be seen later. I'm not saying Earl was drunk. You can drink and drive, like you have to be within the legal limits. Errol Spence, from his past, that should never be a case that he does that. But if he's within the legal limits, but maybe his probation says that he can't. I don't know. We'll find out all that. But let me be PR to you, Earl. Let me say this: if you got 9 lives, appears to be. You got out that shit would have fucked anybody up. You was in an armored car and a regular old raggedy. I didn't say raggedy, but a regular old. I'm saying raggedy compared to what you was driving. A Ford Fusion or something. I don't know what the boy was driving, but it won't in no comparison to the car you was driving, and it did that much damage. Somebody lying. One of y'all was driving way too fast. Way too fast. Because I didn't expect that much damage, of an armor plated car. That changed the whole ball game. So when you get to talking to this boy, go visit him in the hospital if he's in the hospital. Talk with his parents. Oh man, he's a little boy. Get out this little boy. Have talks with him. He will appreciate it. Explain to him that although you want the cars and the women and the money now, to be patient. It will come. All you have to do is put in the work into him. Give him a ticket to one of your fights. Buy the parents another car, because if they didn't even have insurance, I guarantee you that was the only form of transportation. How this lady gonna get to work? How she gonna pay her bills? Take it and turn it into a good thing, Earl. Take it, take the lemons and make lemonade. You have a unique opportunity to do that, and that's not cap, and that could be show the world that would be a good thing, because young boys do that. Insurance company knows that. That's why when they become of age or get close to that age, they charge their parents a lot of money anyway, because they in the house. So, I mean, we accept your answer. You went live to show your physical state at the moment, which I think is very smart. Very, very smart. Let me give you kudos for that. Let me big up you for that, because it's the only way to do that. And this was going on as Terence Crawford was fighting y'all. So shout out to Errol Spence. Take the lemons and make lemonade. Now, if you the selfish kind of guy and you can't see what I'm saying, I don't know what to tell you. But with that, I'm going to drop the link. And anybody who saw the TO fight, y'all can chime in on that shit. I didn't watch it. Not that I was boycotting it or nothing, but I was over there on BLK. I was supporting my boy Terence. Tay said, I'm sick and tired of these fanboys. They ruin the sport. PGA said, Andrew Charles, you are ahead of the Bud Justice League. Keep riding that duck. Not me until he gives me big fights. Stop fighting these Euro bums. F is pockets. He said, Miss T, fire. Warren is laughing. Can't fight guys that don't want to fight him. Exactly. Oh, shit. I didn't know it was that many. Damn. Hold up. Okay. I don't know what happened, y'all. My thing acting a fool over here, so I can't keep up with some of these chats, and I'm trying to give everybody equal billing. I did put the link in the chat. Why wasn't Spence in Omaha? Dude out here making cartoon shirts and getting ran into because he actually has no power over his fights negotiation. I was like, damn, this could have worked to his favor too with the hurt leg. Oh, I guess the Spence the Keith Thurman thing won't go there. But you know what? They could have did all this to back him in the corner. Do Keith Thurman deserve? I mean, Keith, I love you. If you listening to this shit, I don't mean no harm. They wrongly put you at number 1 WBC, unless their wisdom is that you never lost that belt, and that's why they put you number one to do a solid for you. I mean, I ain't mad at them for that, but at the same time, for y'all to order Earl to fight him, uh, y'all y'all doing him wrong in the sense to order him. It's another thing to have him as number one, and you should let Keith ask for the mandatory. I don't know if Keith asked for that, but then the WBA came back and doubled down on it, and so Errol Spence, you stand to lose two of your belts if you don't fight Keith Thurman or make the fight with Earl. This is a motivating factor. Tay said the kid was going over the speed limit. He was going way beyond the speed limit. I understand, but Errol could not have been going slow neither. You don't mess up an arm and play the card just like that. Errol would have had a T-bone this dude. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The front of the car was towed the fuck off, like really good, like even beyond the front bumper. All that shit was trashed and tore off like it won't nothing. And the back. And this is supposed to be a bulletproof car. What got to do with anything? The boy wasn't supposed to be behind the wheel. You tripping? Yeah. Yeah, he was. What you mean? What that got to do with anything? Who you answering to, ATM? I think he just was saying the boy was going over the speed limit, way beyond the speed limit. On the topic of armored cars, when I lived in Peru, we rode in U.S. government-approved armored cars, and I've seen them drive through civilian cars, minimum issue. I'm trying to tell you. Those were wild days. Look, I seen a murder. I'm telling you. That's why I'm tripping. When he was a armored car or bulletproof car, whatever, I was like, huh? With that damage? I understand with cars today, because that flabby shit they put on cars today. But I was like, huh? ATL, you said I'm talking about you, Miss C. What you mean? What you mean? You can't make me not know that damage like that. That's just kind of impossible, ATL. I don't understand what you mean. What that got to do with anything? I didn't say I ain't capping for the little boy. I say here's Earl's chance to take lemons and make lemonades. What he gonna do? Change the trajectory of little niggas in this country? Y'all men, when y'all like 14, like to do shit like this. It's always like that. Insurance company know this shit ahead of time. So I said, Earl, take the lemons and make lemonade with that shit. What's up, ATL?
What's up, Queen?
What you mean?
I mean, what did that have to do with anything? Like the little boy hit him. He was out minding his business. Like I don't understand why that was relevant. That's what I'm saying.
No, he had a serious accident
I know. I see
during the fight.
everything that happened in the accident, but I'm like,
what was relevant is that does affect it. He said he hurt his leg. Did he not? Did he not say that? Okay, so that's relevant to boxing. But at the same
why
time,
you on him? Why you on him about the accident? Is what I'm asking.
But I'm not. Are you listening to what I'm saying?
You said something about he might have been drinking. I don't know.
I said he might have been drinking because I'm saying what's gonna happen. We can't act. Let's put everything on First Street. I said, let me be your PR person, Errol Spence. Take the lemons that you was just given and make lemonade. He could turn this all to his favor. But I do say when the cops show up, he can. It is
in his favor because the boy ain't supposed to be behind the wheel.
It won't, but it will be controversy to it, and you know how it is.
My lady went through some shit like that.
Is, huh? You know how it is, though.
Shit like that.
I feel you. I probably went through some shit. All of us had fender bender. I can't even count the I had, but I'm saying you know how it can be. If the cops get to the scene, what's the thing they gonna do? When the cops get to the scene,
to who?
When the cops get to the scene of that accident, what's the first thing they gonna do?
Shit, ask what happened.
Are they gonna ask for people licenses?
Yeah.
And registration?
Exactly.
Okay. When they run Errol Spence's name, what they gonna pop up? What's gonna pop up?
Shit, he had a car wreck.
That's it.
Yeah.
So Errol Spence wasn't because had a DUI with that first accident he had, and
Yeah,
then
he did. But they,
subsequently had another DUI
okay,
after
but
that.
check this out. Before
Mm-hmm.
they look into what actually happened, just like you said, they're gonna ask for IDs. He gonna show his ID, tell his story. They
Mm-hmm.
gonna go talk to the 14-year-old who don't have an ID or a driver license,
Mm-hmm.
and that they gonna automatically know what's going on because they gonna know the 14-year-old is not supposed to be on the road. Period. And he
Right,
just stole his mama car, and it was reported.
but you acting like put it. Let me take it off, Earl, because you guys get sensitive. If it's me and I had a DUI 3 years ago,
Yeah,
every
they probably did
time,
check him.
you better believe
That's
they
what you're
gonna
trying to
check
say.
him. That's all I was saying. They're gonna check, and they were
Yeah,
like,
they
"Oh,
probably
this dude
did check him to
known
see
for it,"
because
and
of his prior record. Yes.
and you know what they're gonna make him do? Have you been drinking, Mr. Smith? And he gonna say yes or no. Now it's up to the purview of that cop to say, "You mind taking a sobriety test?" And then maybe he
They
takes
gotta
one,
have probable cause for that.
but that is probable
It's
cause.
not. It's not. They gotta smell alcohol on his presence.
Dude, this probable cause. Look at the accident.
Miss
The
T,
accident. No,
your
no,
boy done been
no,
in and out of the system for a long
no.
time. I know
And me
laws.
too. And me too. Me too.
You know
When
what
it
I'm saying?
comes to
But
accidents.
just by his
Me
prior
too.
record, if they don't smell it on him, that's not probable cause for him to
But
give him
we
a
don't know
DUI.
what. But we are not there to smell Earl Spence. Like I said, it's to the purview of the officer. He can ask him for a sobriety test.
Let me give you an
Just
example.
based
Can
on
I give
his
you an example?
past. What's
I
up?
done had a couple of marijuana charges.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I done got pulled over before. If my car don't smell like marijuana, it's no reason for them to search my car. But if my car smells like marijuana, then okay, yeah, I know what I'm getting myself into. So yeah,
But here's the thing. Like, let me say this. I don't drink. Everybody in the chat and everything, I'm letting y'all know I don't drink. And I don't have to be up on you. And I can alcohol before you even get in my circle.
exactly.
I can. So if
And
I'm a
most
cop,
police can, and
if they
most police
listen,
can too.
and that's why I go back to it's up to the purview of the officer on the scene. He could say, based on your past, let me go and make sure I check this off. Or he could say, I do smell alcohol. You wasn't there. I wasn't there. If Earl Spence had drank something, so what? Everybody drink. It was he in the legal limit. But him having the past that he has, he shouldn't do it.
Man, that
I
man
do
say he
not.
don't do nothing no more.
Well, then he don't do nothing no more. So if they wanted to check him, let's not act like it's a far
You got to
stretch that they
understand
wouldn't
this
want
at
to
the
do
same
that.
time. After his wreck, after he almost lost his life, he
Mm-hmm.
said he changed his life for everything, for his kids, for the better of him and everything, and he's shown and proven that. So
And that's
that's
and
why I
that's
say I
why.
don't understand why this conversation is even relevant.
But I'm gonna tell you why it's relevant because you just said that after that wreck that you said he changed his life and all that for his kids. Guess what he wound up doing? Getting another DUI a year later. So,
I don't know nothing about that.
but that's what happened. Me either. And I ain't know to this year, but he did. That's why he made the statement. If you look at that lie, he said, "Man, my insurance company about tired of me," and he laughed. I understand what he was saying. I ain't knocking the nigga. This shit happened to everybody.
I'm
You
finna
you know
Google
the
that.
whole time I was growing up, my dad had the beer in the brown paper bag. I never seen this nigga without the beer in the brown paper bag. I can't tell you if it was a Slishmo liquor or a deuce or whatever the fuck, but he always had beer. And I never seen my daddy drunk, and we was always in the car with him. Sorry, Daddy, for putting your business out there like that, but
Mm-hmm.
I know you don't do that no more. But what I'm saying is, if I'm a cop and I pull up on the scene and I run this dude license and I know he is a repeat offender of having DUIs, I can ask him for a sobriety test, or if I smell it, because alcohol better than you could, because I don't like the shit. I smell it man, people could be getting out their car in their driveway and I could be at my door and I could smell the alcohol. That's how much I don't like that shit.
That shit keep turning.
But people feel that way about smoking too. People who don't like smoking, you can't hide smoking from a person who, man, they smell that shit from a mile away. in Tennessee, they definitely gonna test you and search your shit if you wreck your car and got any kind of history on all bases. Where my military folks at? That's the first thing they do, don't it? First thing they do. You could have had an incident 10 years prior where you was drinking and driving, but you was in a legal limit, and they still would be carrying you like you a potential DUI person. I ain't never drank, so I ain't never had these problems. Never. He a boxer and he shouldn't be drinking. That's true. That's true, Tay. Go ahead, Tay. What you got on it?
Nah, I ain't even want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to talk about, man, they so emotional, bro, with the Errol Spence.
Who the fuck is they? Who are you talking about, bro?
I'm not talking about you specifically, man.
Okay.
I'm talking about like people you see on the internet, like in YouTube sections and shit like that. Like not on like in like Twitter and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they just be all in their feelings, bro. I remember I was in one chat and they were like, he's a black margarito, he a cheater. Like, come on, man. I want this fight to happen so much, man. I'm so sick and tired of the back and forth.
I don't know. See, that's what I mean. That's why I asked him that question to PGH, Tay, because you just like what you just said. I done heard some derogatory shit said about Terence Crawford.
Thank you. They were talking about how,
you know what? There's black people who hate black people as if they white. And that shit, and it take a black person to go through it and tell you I've been through it. I can tell you right now I've been through it.
Yeah, I'm dark skinned, so you know what I'm saying? I've heard it all.
What you say?
Yes, I'm dark skinned. Of course, I heard it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so crazy because, like, I don't know, man. Because it's like, I feel like we should be better than this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we shouldn't. Why are we so hard on our people? Like, no other race is like this. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that.
Like,
I definitely agree with you on that.
Mexicans, they don't give a man. They could do anything. Canelo could do murder. They wouldn't give a shit. But with us, we're like always so critical. Always want to see one person fall and fail. It's like, why are we like that?
You right.
And you know, and I like Terence Crawford as a boxer, but I could be also into him for an underdog. I mean, somebody got to save the brother, because y'all motherfuckers talking about him like y'all the master, like you a fucking slave master. And I'll be like, damn, you hate this nigga like that. I'm sorry, y'all. That's how I see it. I got you, ATL.
I don't hate none of. I want all my brothers to goddamn prosper and move forward. But you know how competitive we are when it comes to Spence and Crawford, because that's just who we are. Outside of them two fighting each other, I don't want nothing but the best for both of them brothers, man.
Race car, big fish. It ain't the race car. That's how y'all treat him, like y'all the master.
Top rank Toby, like, come on, man.
Yeah, Andrew. I ain't saying you, big fish. I ain't never say you either. Andrew,
you were not saying
talking
you.
about, you say I'm dropping comments along with whatever the host and guests are talking about. What did I say to trigger you? I hope you don't think that you triggered me, Andrew. I don't know who you talk to.
Yeah, I'm
having another talk with somebody else. But did you find it, ATL, that he had a DUI after that?
Find what?
That was you looking up that Errol Spence have a DUI after his first
No. I actually had something else on my phone that I was trying to show you that it ain't gonna goddamn turn the way my phone wanted to turn, you know what I'm saying?
But Errol Spence, take the lemons, make lemonade. You ain't gotta take a picture with the little boy, but
I was trying to show you these numbers. That's what I was trying to show you.
You ain't no numbers, shawty.
I got the whole article right here. You lucky I can't goddamn.
Nigga, it's no numbers. I was looking before I got on. They said that they said that they don't have the numbers. That 50,000 you talk about, they were saying if it was 50,000, would it be considered a success or this? That,
I ain't talking about them numbers, Ms. T. I'm talking about. It says, hold on. I screenshot the shit. It says guaranteed purse. Terence Crawford 1 million. Pay-per-view share 70%. If pay-per-view sales rise, David Avenesian guaranteed 300K. That's 30%, 600K, including pay-per-view sales.
Who wrote that?
What you mean?
Yeah, who wrote it? I mean, you
ask the source.
Hold on.
Can I have a source for that? Link it. Yeah, can you link it?
I'm trying to get it big screen so y'all can see it.
Yeah,
can you link
Terence Crawford said it out his mouth, and we all knew he got $5 million up front. So until he say something different, BLK even said it was $10 million. Everybody said it was $10 million. Now that the fight happened, it changing midstream. I ain't rocking with that.
Okay.
Yeah. And
If
you
I can
know,
get this shit where y'all can
I
see
have
it.
written articles before. Anyone can write a fucking article, man. It's not that
Okay, so
hard to
that's
get
what
your
we
shit
going
published.
with. Okay.
I have written articles. I'm a medical student, so like I have to write reports.
I feel you.
Oh
Anybody
shit,
can write.
Tay.
Anybody can write a medical. Anybody can write an article. I've had to write articles.
Hey
It's just not
Tay,
like
So what
Tay.
you telling us is that at the end of the day, even when the pay-per-view numbers can come out, anybody can just write that and
no,
say
no, no.
we want to
I
see.
No,
mean,
what
that's what
he's
you have. That's
saying
what you have
is
to
you
check.
going
That's
by a
why you have to
source.
check. I'm talking
You
about yeah.
going
You
by
have
a
to.
source that might not be credible, ATL.
Thank you. That's what
Terence
I'm saying. You have
I'm
Crawford
to
just
check
said
the
saying he
out his
just
credibility.
mouth.
said that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but Terence
so I'm saying
Crawford's
check the
true.
credibility to these sources.
So
You know what
how
I'm
we
saying? 'Cause
supposed to know the truth
We
if true
but
numbers
you
supposedly come
why
out?
you
there are going to
this
be
again,
other
this is what I want to
articles
say.
out there with different
If
credibility
Errol
sources.
Spence say I made 5 million, what you gonna believe him or not? So
No, I'm gonna do my research.
if Terrence say I'm getting
That's the
8
same thing I'm saying.
figures, if Terrence say I'm getting 8 figures, and the Terrence say they paid me 5 up front, and they just Terrence, Blue Blood said it, everybody said it. If they saying that, then why we don't believe it? Why after the fight happens, this shit change? He got guaranteed 1 million. Bullshit a lot though. Come on,
Maybe
man.
this will work.
Like
Right.
even in the
Come
medical
on.
industry, you know what I'm saying? There are reports that have been like they use scientific facts, but then people then go fact check that shit, and it's totally different. Like there's this one report that said black people produce less testosterone compared to other races, and then that
And
was
we know
proven to
that
be
shit ain't
false.
true.
Yes, that was a whole ass medical article about that shit, and then that shit got debunked. Or the same medical article with the vaccines and stuff like that it causes autism. Like that has been debunked. You know what I'm saying? So it's like anybody can write an article and do their research.
Wikipedia can be altered by all of us.
Let me
Just
see.
so y'all know. We can't.
So I mean, anybody can write an article, and like, of course, but most of the
What's
time,
the source?
yeah, the sources they make it.
Nah, dog. What's that? That look like out of Wikipedia or something. Tay, what happened to you? I barely see it. I see 1 million and 70% and 2.5. Terence Crawford 8 figures for this fight. So, however y'all slice it, dice it, whatever. You know, I see you go by that. That shit ain't credible. Go ahead, Mr. Warren. What you got on it?
I was just saying.
What's going
I didn't say
on?
it was facts.
Yeah, I feel you, ATL.
ATL, what's up, bro?
What's going on, fam? What's up with you, man?
Man, I'm kicking it, chilling. Shit. So here's the facts. Blue Blood was responsible for helping create that fight with Terence Crawford. The man himself.
The fight was great.
Yeah,
No,
we were talking about the
so
money. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me finish.
Okay.
So he said, in fact, they paid him $10 million to fight. Bud himself said that he got $5 million already, and he's getting the other half the week before the fight. Right. Why would that man go on TV to say that just to lie about it? He could have just easily said, "Nah."
Just like he didn't call Spence out at the end of the fight.
He didn't, and I knew people was gonna say that, but I'm gonna give y'all that he did not say it the way I wanted him to say. He didn't call Spence out, but that don't mean he didn't get paid $10 million. That one has nothing to do with the other.
Yeah, I mean, why would he even? You can't even. First of all, I think BLK Prime put on a good production. The undercard was trash. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. The undercard is trash. I mean, the dude with the pimp hat came
dumpster
in.
Juice.
The dude with the pimp hat came in. He almost tripped over himself.
Like he was. Look, I wasn't even looking at it because my friend called me. My friend called me and he was just talking. I said, I want to talk to you, but I can't because I had downloaded from the phone, and so when the phone call come in, I can't cast it. It knocks off the TV for some reason.
Yeah. Can I tell y'all what I did like about it?
What's up?
I like the fact that Zab Judah kept it professional, man. He kept it classy. Yeah. I just found out myself that he's the president of whatever going on. That's what it popped up on the screen. What else I liked about that shit? I like that Blue Blood was on there. He was the part
One
of the
of the
broadcast, and I
commentators.
liked that part of it. What
I like
else?
the Pauly. I ain't gonna lie, I like the Pauly on it.
I don't like Pauly because he kind of on the other side.
Y'all
So
can't condemn him forever.
I can because I was just raised like that. Once you go that way, there ain't no coming back. So
What about you, Mr. Warren? You condemn Pauly forever?
No, I mean not. Well, let me say this: I have no beef with. I have no beef with what Bill K. Prime put on their production for the first day. I mean, for the first time they put on a production, that was a hell of a production. The camera work on that motherfucker was great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You
It
can't,
was just as
you
good.
can't. I mean, the camera work was great for real though.
And shout outs to BLK for in the midnight hour. They motherfuckers open it up to cable TV and direct TV and fight TV. They open it up to everybody in the midnight hour before the
Yeah, they
fight.
got 250. I'm hoping they get 250 so I
the
can get my
fight,
bread. I
the
need
fight
that
itself
bread.
was exciting to me. I was just happy to see a fight. Period. But
Yeah.
how Terence Crawford, what I'm saying, he had to, think and guess in there. How he put his strategy together to pick Buddy apart and pick that uppercut. I watched him do it. I watched him do his hand motions. He was, touching him, trying to figure out what he was going to do. And that's what he did, And it was just
Man,
good to see boxing, Even though,
yeah, it was
I'm
good to
not a
see
Crawford
Terrence
fan,
Crawford master
he
the
did his shit.
master of boxing get in there and do the things that he do well. The
I ain't
reason
going to say
why
all that, but you know what
Well,
I'm
I
I
would
was
say
trying to
this.
help you.
I
I was
know
trying to
he
help
was
you
trying
out.
to he was
I'm
trying
trying
to
to
help him,
help
Mr.
you out.
Warren. He was
Yeah,
trying to get around to that, but he ain't
he
gonna get
set
around.
Buddy up and brought him into the trap. He brought him into it. And
Didn't he
I mean,
though?
that was a master way of doing it. You didn't see that, man. If you go back and
Let me
watch that, man,
I
you
watched
can
it.
see how he just the way he does everything, the way he changed your speed. I mean, the way he up and down changes
I ain't gonna lie.
speed.
I heard Mitty earlier talking about him switching up to southpaw. That shit ain't work out for him either. So he had to start touching them and making them goddamn think and guess because the southpaw
no.
shit wasn't working because Avenesian ain't neither. So he just straight up in front of you. So that
But
southpaw
at
shit
this
don't matter. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
he came in, he started off ATL or Orthodox. I said when he switched southpaw, he had him figured out. And
Nah, he didn't.
it did matter. But I would say this about Avenesian. They right that he's a good counter puncher. And when he throws a double jab, you might as well say it's one jab
You know
because that's
what?
how
I'm just
fast that second one be coming. And in the
Earl
end of the
Spence.
day,
Earl
the
Spence need to
pressure,
go and get in the ring.
Hey
So
man,
we
he
can
was
get y'all.
touching. Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. Even though he got
well,
knocked the fuck out, he was touching Crawford, man.
yeah, he was touching him. I don't think that
Yeah.
Crawford let him touch him. I do think
No,
that
he
Crawford.
didn't.
I think that Crawford carried him a little bit. I do think that. And when it was time to
You know,
turn it
and
up,
He
he
was
went
just
to
figuring it
another
out like he
gear.
always do.
I mean,
He took it to another
Terrence
gear,
Crawford in
man.
all his fight has been touched.
One
What
thing
fight?
about
What
Crawford,
fight?
he's
What
gonna
fight have
figure you
you
out.
got? What
If you
fight
don't
have
finish
you?
him early, he's gonna figure you out. He's a mastermind in that shit. He's gonna figure out what to do regardless, and you're done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
this pressure.
he always get touched in every fight he had. Every fight that I saw, he's always been getting touched.
Well, y'all talk to the pressure that the Aveneson was putting
Pressure
on
and touch. Yeah, he had both.
because he was putting pressure on Terence Crawford. But I got something to say about that too, because somebody tried to compare that to shit, that ain't gonna be nothing compared to what Spence kind of pressure he put on him. And
I don't care about none of that shit till they get in the ring.
Because here's the
Until a
thing,
fight
y'all.
is signed, till we got a date, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit.
Let me tell you who I ain't even gonna talk about 135.
I'm gonna stop
really.
dreaming.
But Felix Diaz put pressure on Crawford. Victor Postal put pressure on Crawford. One of the biggest pressure fighters was Jeff Horn, and the biggest pressure fighter was Sean Porter. So Crawford has experience, and I'm sure it's others. Crawford has experience with somebody putting pressure. But you know the beautiful thing, Mr. Warren and ATL? Crawford fights all of them different. He fought Postal Diaz, Jeff Horn, and Sean Porter, and now this guy, who all are pressure fighters, he fought them all differently.
He did
That
fight
nigga,
pretty different because
that nigga got
I
a
ain't never seen
bag.
him. I ain't never seen him use that tactic that he did like in the last couple of rounds. You know what I'm saying? This is Rob. I did not admit that Bud will figure Spence out. I talking about Avanesian. It's two different people. So don't put no words in my mouth. I would never say no shit like that.
He said some dumb going. ATL just
never say no shit.
Well, so let me say this. Let me jump on. Let me say this right quick. Errol Spence, to me, Errol Spence beats everybody at 147 except Bud.
I agree.
I got respect for Errol Spence boxing. When it comes to him fighting Bud, I got Terence Crawford beating everybody.
You don't believe that, man.
Yeah, why do you say that? I say the same thing, Mr. Warren.
Why he ain't called Spence out?
Listen, y'all can have that one.
He already
I'm
said,
to you. Why he ain't called Spence out, bro?
So he said, y'all know who I've been calling out.
No.
Come on, man. Come on, you heard what he said.
What Spence said at the end of his fight?
Mention the man's name for.
What did Spence say at the end of his fight with Yugas?
He called Bud out.
But he said his name, right?
So you think he dunking Bud? I mean, you think he's dunking Errol?
Did he Beyonce or not? Did he say his name?
You won the money, nigga. You know he said.
Did Errol say his name or not?
This nigga won the money, Mr. Warren. He know they said his name.
they asked Crawford a question at the end of the fight, and he did not say Errol Spence's name at all.
No, hold on. Let me say something about this. So I can have a speculation. In the end of the day, he did not say his name. And I was like, what the fuck? He did not say his name. But I know that that's food for Spence fans. And he might have did that shit on purpose. I don't know. But I think he
did it on purpose, all right.
I think he had a point where it's like he just did a whole campaign tour of calling Earl out and all this stuff. And he just probably feel like, hold on, let me finish. And he probably just feel like, what more can I say? Even in his final press conference, it was kind of like, what more can I say? But for any Spence fans that want to say he didn't call out Spence, Mr. Warren, we got to give it to him. He didn't call out Spence. Hey, we really don't have an argument on that one.
Well, he shouldn't have to call out Spence. He the man. He just got paid $10 million. $10
million. You remember that shit on Bruce's million when he said 10 million, 10 million, 10 He bought the iceberg, Mr. Law.
He got paid what we call a C-level fighter, and I'm gonna go with their narrative. He's a C-level fighter. BLK Prime said that they gave him $10 million to fight a C-level fighter. And let me say this: Jab Judah himself said, "Oh, it's plenty more where that came from." If you didn't catch that, catch that, Jab Judah, look at it again. Watch it again. Jab Judah said when he was on there, he said, "It's plenty more where that came from."
Y'all make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button if y'all haven't already. Let me tell you, Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is
he said that.
What you say, Mr. Warren?
No. What you say, ATL?
No, I said he said that.
Warren Buffett is backing Crawford. He's a part of the Golden Rod Companies. Golden Rod and Companies. That's Warren Buffett, y'all. He in that group. And
they had some good quality, right? They didn't have no locals. They didn't have no local. You know how you get a sponsorship from local,
mom and pop, like. But it probably was the headquarters. I think some of them headquarters was in Nebraska, but they not mom and pop. They go, outward.
Right. They had some nice, good sponsorships from some good that was advertising on TV and I'm
I
pretty
ain't,
sure that them sponsorships paid a good pretty penny to
Mm-hmm.
have they little thing go on during the Terence Crawford fight.
I ain't gonna flex for the
And that's worldwide that they was being sponsorship. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
showing across the
for a first time
broadcast.
event. For a first time event,
It was a
it
good
was
production,
decent.
man.
It
It was
wasn't.
a
It
good
was decent.
production.
It
Yeah.
wasn't
It was a good.
bootleg. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They tried to keep it up to par. You know what I'm saying? But the fucking undercard was trash. I'm sorry. Like that shit was
Oh
trash.
yeah, I mean, I admit to that. I didn't. The undercard was trash, but what I can say, the whole production was pretty tight. I mean, it was tight.
If they made money off of this, I think that whatever fight that happens next on their shit will be a little bit better. Because
AB,
they've been on got feedback.
AB gonna bring the people.
They've been on
You
got
know.
feedback from the fans, and they got
Mm-hmm.
numbers
Well,
and shit. They can
Blue
figure
Blood
out how to do
already
shit
said
better next time. You know what I'm saying?
so. Blue Blood already said that a lot of boxers are starting to peep starting to peep at BLK Prime.
Mm-hmm.
It's no different than when
PBC came
PG
out.
PPC came out in the zone.
Mm-hmm.
Fighters are gonna be looking to see if they can get them some bread up front.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell any fighters that's listening, upcoming fighters, always jump on the new boat because that's where the bread gonna be at first. And if they don't handle their business correctly, when it start leveling out, they're gonna fall down and they're gonna fall off. Wilson say how many A-level fighters are there? Scolo X-Man. What's poppin' King? Welcome to the building. He said that probably where that 25 million was coming from. Indeed, because Goldenrod and companies is Warren Buffett and his friends. Wisdom
Hey, what y'all
go.
think
How many
about
A-level fighters your thing ESGB?
what y'all think about Tevin Farmer sneaking in there?
What was he on? What car was he? Well, because I ain't
Oh,
seen
No,
gonna
he
that
be
on
finna
TL.
fight. He finna fight. Damn,
he's gonna be on the
Mickey
card
Bay.
with
Mickey Bay
He fighting Mickey Bay on with AB
on
yeah,
BLK Prime. Yeah,
Oh, that shit gonna be good. It's gonna be lovely.
But yeah, I don't think y'all peeped this. Regis was on camera too.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Dapping
He's
up Terrence.
independent. Yeah,
See, now
yeah.
Regis is more friendly with Jamal, more so than Jamel. He friendly with both of them, but Jamal probably more his stick partner. But Regis is not biased, and I guess he makes sure there's a healthy separation between them as friends because he's not biased. He'll go support anybody that and all that stuff because the Charlos, they
You
kind of
don't think
derail themselves.
we talking about the two-time champ, twice a champ. He's a two belt. I mean, he won the belt twice. You don't think they hollering at him, whispering in his ear?
Hell yeah, they hollering at him because
Yeah,
Pro Bellum is
yeah.
having troubles. Y'all
Yeah.
want to talk about?
You don't think what's the name Bruno is saying something to him? Man, this money good. This money good. It's real. You better
And
get you
Teofimo
some.
talking shit like he wants some with Regis.
Man,
Regis
Tio
knock
can't
your
say
ass.
nothing, man.
Tio get his ass knocked out. I'm sorry, Tio, and I like
Tio lost that fight, man.
See, that's what everybody say. I
Straight
still
up.
ain't seen it. He lost it like that,
He got knocked down twice, man.
and they still gave him the fight.
And so Buddy outboxed his ass with a broken nose.
And so my whole point, I know we can always split hairs on Errol Spence and Terence Crawford not doing this and Earl not doing that, but
D-Ray,
the one thing I can say that was solid, that everybody had to just eat their words on. BLK they here to play.
They here
real.
to play.
They here to play.
And that's what BLK said, y'all. That's why we can't call our wagers the best that me, ATM, Warren, and all of, because they have not put out an official tally of the numbers. And I don't want to sell nobody shorts.
It'll be 250.
It's gonna be like 420.
250.
ATS said 100,000. He said 100,000. I'll tell you, all y'all gotta pay me if I win. This is Rob said Regis be looking at Jamel like like that because he always riding with Texas and they from Louisiana like Regis. Yeah, he just Charlo brothers. They all from Louisiana. If Katrina never happened, the motherfuckers would be right in New Orleans.
Hey man,
Omaha wants to know what's
T.O.
poppin',
done,
Queen.
man.
What's poppin',
So
Queen?
I don't think
Hold
so,
on.
man.
T.O. done. Anytime you got to question yourself, you're done.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Did you
D-Ray,
see?
what's
Hold
poppin'?
on.
What's
Time
poppin'?
out.
What's poppin'?
Time
Hold on. Let me get my shout outs.
Go ahead.
D-Ray, what's poppin'? You know, welcome to the building. I see you made it back. He said Omaha wants to know what's poppin', Queen. Hey, it's all love over here for Omaha. It's like it's a little Omaha, Nebraska in the Queen T's house. You know, we got an Omaha, Nebraska section in this bitch. We Team Bud over here.
Yeah, ain't no hating tonight. Not on this end.
Yeah. Ain't no hate. We ain't got no hate, but he just was like, Omaha want to know. Y'all want to know? Am I down with y'all all the way? Scolo X-Man said T.O. is food for 140 and T.O. is washed and will retire
He done,
soon.
bro.
And D-Ray, he said, Andrew said, what's up? Now, what was you saying, ATL? Before I interrupt
I'm going to tell you from what I seen. I don't know if anybody else watched that card. And after the fight with T.O., like everybody said before, his dad, he need to get rid of his dad, bro. His dad fucking up shit. But if you watch this shit this weekend, that nigga baby mama was cutting up Chowder during the shit, bro.
What, for real? He got
straight
to do
up.
with it.
You know, they broke
I think
up.
There's a lot of things that factor in with that. I
what
agree
you mean
with you.
she was cutting up? Like she was at the fight?
Go tell her what was going on. You seen it?
Well, I say that there's a family issue, so they're feuding within the family. Tio's married to his girl, so she don't totally agree with the parents, and the parents don't totally agree with her. You know, it's just this whole little thing, and plus, you know, he having some financial issues. He's the breadwinner, and you know, a son with his father and parent. You know, it's just hard. It's one of them things that can take a toll on a man, especially at his age. And then he's dealing with the limelight, or he's dealing with the lights, and so he on a big platform, and he's going through it.
She was acting a damn fool in front of the cameras. Like, give me the baby. What are you doing? Give me the baby. Like,
oh,
really?
hell no. Oh, no, Shawty. On ESPN.
On ESPN.
Oh, Shawty, dog. He said he divorced her. So he wanted his son there. So she was there with
She
the
was
son.
trying to tell him how to hold a baby, all types of shit, man.
And he made his composure. Did he?
Well, they got back together.
Oh, they nigga food.
That shit looks terrible, bro.
Yeah, so that's a lot of. I think he needs to step away from the cameras a little bit and get his family and boxing together.
Dad, he need to get rid of dad and her ass.
I don't know how far that's gonna go. You know, that might be a little longer, and I think that might take a little longer.
He won't make it unless he get rid of both
away.
of
I know
ass.
he can. And right away, I know what he can do is get away from the put the phone down, the little
his dad wasn't telling him shit.
Social media down for a minute. Be quiet.
His dad was lying like last fight, telling him he winning when he losing. Like, no, he need to get up out of there, man.
Maybe a channel could dedicate themselves to riding on his ass or reaching out or whatever and getting him an interview.
His dad
but
and
I'm
his baby mom need to go.
I'm gonna say this as women, okay? We be real particular about our babies.
Let me say one more thing, Miss T, so you can understand where I'm coming from. Yeah. Anytime a grown ass man has to say and ask somebody else, "Do I still got it?"
Oh yeah, I mean, he can't see himself. He going through some insecurities with all, like y'all say, with all the problems. But as women, let me tell y'all, we may not like how men tend to the kids. We don't. We be on some shit because we like, y'all ain't doing it right. Get the fuck out the way. You know,
in the public though.
And sometimes, yeah, that's what I'm getting to. And sometimes, I'm not saying we right in private. As long as you hold the baby head, where I know that the baby head, you know, when they brand new and they can't control their head, and you got to support the back. Now I'm gonna let you know that one time. And then there ain't gonna be no second time mistakes with that one. But however you hold your baby and tend to your baby, nigga, that's your baby. A parent has 50-50 rights to your baby at birth. The only time it's not 50-50 when one of y'all decide to fall back and don't exert your dominance or your power in it. So if you fall back, like in my situation, nigga, it's 100 my way and 0 your way. It's the kindness of my heart because you the one who fell back and I did it by myself. So I mean that's the only time. But even in that respect, if we was out in public, I'm not gonna embarrass this man and say, "How the baby?" And I can, man, get rid of this. T.O. Get rid of this girl. You better find you a nice, quiet white girl, or you better get you a sister. You better get you a sister, cause we ain't gonna fuck up the bag. Nigga, she fucking up the bag.
If he stay with, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, right? If he stay with her, bro, he gonna keep losing, and he gonna lose the bag, and then he ain't gonna have no child support money.
She too emotional, T.O. Leave her ass at home. Wait till your son is old enough to sit and enjoy a fight. You know, I know people like to bring their kids and all that. You don't need distraction, and you do need to get rid of your dad.
She probably scared that he gonna be slinging after the fight.
He need to be. How she was acting.
Then we can't say that.
I'd be slinging right after the fight. How she was acting on live camera. Like, come on,
Miss
man.
AT, yeah, you hear
cuss me out. Talking. Hey, she knows she cussed me out in the locker room. Tell me when I was wrong in the locker room. Don't do it on TV. Like, come on, man.
But ladies, stop trying to dominate with your baby. Now I say, like, if the man was if he was a no-show or deadbeat dad or participating parent, I could see you flexing a little bit. But you don't even have to flex. You just should talk to him regular.
No disrespect, Queen. But if that was in the 70s, she would got smacked.
She would have.
She was acting like she was fucking him.
Oh, bitch! Now get in there and fix me a Popeye. That what y'all.
She was acting like she was fucking him for real.
She acting like she was. Yeah, she. Listen, lady, you messing up the bag.
Fucking up the bag,
you making him look unstable and stupid, and people gonna be more quick to assassinate his character. And he probably
encourage your man.
Let me tell you something. I don't know. See, because I can't even put this on sex, like female or male. When it comes to my children, I don't care if you're a man or woman. I think any parent should feel this way. Don't flex on me about my kids. I flex on you, meaning somebody who ain't on my kids. What's up,
Miss T? With my lady, if my lady did me like that in end of a fight,
Miss ATL
today,
what happened?
She wouldn't be here. I'd be like, you ain't gonna do me like that in the open, in the public, like
Miss ATL ain't like that.
I ain't got no balls.
I agree. No, I totally agree because she was doing too much.
Yeah.
With the baby and with him, she was just really funny acting, had an attitude. Like, you didn't want to be there. You shouldn't have showed up.
Showing her ass.
You should have said, no, me and the baby ain't going to be there. We'd be at the house waiting for you at home after the fight or something like that. She had a whole attitude. It was horrible.
And TL, when you get home, just hit her on the side of the nugget where a lot of her hair ain't gonna show.
Oh no, I ain't even gonna do that. Joking. She already knows.
I'm just joking.
I'm gonna be in the back. I'm gonna be in the goddamn room like.
You like, yeah, you gotta go.
Hey, look, even though I lost and I won, you still gonna do me like that?
Yeah, don't do that. But I'm just saying, all these people out here. TL, and if you know your woman is like that, leave her ass at home.
Hey,
she ain't getting the ticket unless you buy it. You want your son, just be there for your son.
Exactly, TL.
He is not gonna forget that shit.
You got great motherfucking credentials. You a great athlete, but I can see from your last couple of fights, man, you need to get a whole nother new team, get away from your dad. Get away from her. She don't mean no good for you. She don't want you to prosper. Get the fuck away from her, bro. You got plenty of bitches out. I'm sorry, plenty of women out here who would love to share what the fuck you got going on, T.O.
Exactly.
Get rid of her. Find you some new trainers, bro. I promise you, you will be all right. You're young still. You still got plenty of time to make it, bro.
You look like a Puerto Rican. I know you not, but you can get a lot of sisters if you wanted to. You definitely could get some white girls and whatever the hell what set you claim, you can pull them too.
Just don't get these modern women that don't believe in being feminine, you know, and being correct in public, you know. Shit, what we do behind closed doors, stay behind closed doors. You know, we don't embarrass one another in public.
Yeah, listen, no matter how mad you guys be at your wife or husband, don't embarrass out in public.
One of us gonna have to stay at home.
Yeah, I know. Don't fuck up the bag.
Right.
Don't set it up so the whole world because you mad at him. You don't want the whole world mad at him because they're gonna continue to be mad at him even when you stop being mad at him. So this to T.O.'s wife, get a hold of yourself, girl. Shit. Don't fuck up the bag and don't fuck with this man and his son in the public.
Oh, really?
Yep, you don't do that. No.
She made it like they were straight out the projects or some shit.
She mad at him. T.O., stop slinging that dick. So that's what she mad at. You fucking somebody.
The way she acted, he eat that pussy good.
No, she mad at him that she'll go that far. A lot of women will control themselves because they don't want to.
She ain't got no respect. I went mute. What happened?
No, I heard.
Oh shit, Miss T, you still there? Did I say the wrong
Ain't that
thing?
right, Miss ATL? But now, when you fucking with our pet peeves, okay, we might not give a fuck about none of that shit.
Oh,
I didn't hear what you said, Miss T.
We didn't hear what you said. Your shit cut off for a minute.
Oh, what I'm saying is, women across the board do not fuck up the bag per se.
Exactly.
Because we want you to be able to be a provider, and black women do it more only because jobs are far and in between for us black folks.
Exactly.
But now women have a pet peeve list, and when you hit them benchmarks, we don't give a fuck, and we have to say what would make her do that when she could be potentially fucking up the bag. This nigga slinging dick somewhere.
No,
I ain't crazy.
Oh, she knew he lost and should have won that fight. Yeah, that's what it was.
I'm gonna tell you what it is, right?
Yeah.
He be on the game too long and she be wanting some, and then he be like, just one more game, baby.
Nah. You know what? If it was that, she probably wouldn't even want to go. I ain't bringing my baby to your shit. But he's slinging dick. He done smiled at a bitch or two. He did something.
But see, you know what? You know something. Even in that, there's a you know, and maybe just because I'm from the old school a little bit. Even in that, what's in house is in house. When we out there in the public where the world can see us and we on that type of stage, oh no, we together. Ain't nobody gonna see us not together. You know. That we don't. What I'm saying in harmony. If we're not in harmony, one of us got to stay at home. So whoever's getting the bag going out.
Right.
If we not in harmony for whatever reason.
Exactly.
No, we once we leave them doors and once we come in that light, that spotlight, we're gonna fake it until we make it.
But we Michelle and Obama out this bitch.
Ain't that it? Look. I would have been in the camera smiling, just giving that. He let you get the baby and everything when the cameras turn. Boy, you getting the frown, the ugly face,
the gas face. But you know what? But this too. There's things that can make y'all men come out of pocket, whether we the ones to get in the bag. Let a girl embarrass you by sleeping with somebody and other people know making you feel like a fool and look like a fool, you coming out of pocket too. So what I'm saying is these type of things will make a man and woman come out of pocket. They wouldn't be giving a fuck about the
Well, I'm not saying you don't
damn the
come out of
bag and
pocket.
all that shit.
Nah.
I'm not saying, but when we talking about that money, you know, when we talking about getting that money, and you know you getting like,
Thank you.
to
A
me
bag.
is that we're in the same household, we got a child together, and you the one that's in the house, you the one that's getting some of that bag. Whoever I'm messing with ain't getting none of it. Now
you can
have issues with me. You can have issues with me.
I can't agree
You
with
can
you.
have issues with me, but when we step in that night, we in love with each other. Whether we faking it, we faking it till we making it. That's all we faking
let me
it till
tell
we make
you,
it.
I can't agree with that one.
My experience over the years, and I was rocking with y'all like women are more emotional, but the older I get, it's the other way around.
Hell no.
Oh, this some new niggas today. This some new niggas today. That's what it is.
You can talk to her. Go ahead.
Am I lying, Miss ATL? Men be more emotional than y'all let on. Good God, I be like, God damn.
Yeah, it's these new niggas, man. I mean, these new niggas, I don't know where they just throw logic all out the window. They just all emotion.
Hey, let me tell you something. All y'all. What's up? What's going on, Miss T? What's up, panel, Miss OG, Warren, ATL? What going on? What going on? I heard y'all cooking. What's going on, baby? I heard y'all cooking, man. I said, look, let me tell y'all one thing. All y'all kind of got it, but y'all really don't have it.
Oh, hell
Let me tell you why.
Go ahead, man.
Let me tell you why. First of all, you got to be the man in your own house.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So that's started there. You got to be the man in your own house.
But look, hold on, my lady.
But then
you cut her off.
Oh, but check this out though. I'm finna let her, cause I know she know what she talking about. But I'm finna let her cook. But let me say that right quick, cause I can't be on long. Hey, check this out. But then another thing too, Miss T, you kind of had it, but you let it go. Let me tell you something. When you get that thing in the bed, man, she wants you to goddamn beat that motherfucker up so good. She wants you to grab about a neck, right? And pound that thing. I bet she'll shut the fuck up then. See, she ain't gonna have nothing to say. See, cause you know what I'm saying, she gonna nut all over the place. She wants you to grab by the neck and say, Daddy, yeah, Daddy, I can't. Okay, Daddy, it's yours. You know what I'm saying?
If you could do it on a consistent basis, but if it's a fly by night, once in a blue moon thing, you can miss me with that. You better be on your BI all day.
Hey, Miss T, but he a youngin. See, he don't know nothing about what us men, you know what I'm saying, how we put it down. You gotta be a grown ass man to put it down like that.
But y'all miss that one thing. Y'all really do believe, like, I be thinking this, and y'all can correct me. ATL, Miss ATL, you'll probably agree with me on this. Y'all think we don't have ego and pride, and when ours get bruised, we snapping just like y'all.
But see, the thing about it is, my thing is, like you said it once before. The chicks of color, man, they ain't finna mess that bag up. They ain't gonna mess that bag up. You know what I'm saying? They gonna, you know what I'm saying? All that what she was doing the most. You know what I'm saying? She doing the most right there. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now y'all motherfucker, y'all gonna go off, but you gonna be like, when soon we get in that car, motherfucker over here, motherfucker.
Yeah. Look, my ex-husband, before I met him, used to rob banks, not with a gun, but this slick kind of way that you rob banks. This before I met him, but he kept all his paperwork, right? I had the paperwork to prove him wrong. You thought I was gonna mess up the bag while I was married? Nigga, fuck that.
Hey, but we can tell we can tell when y'all mad though. We tell when y'all mad though, cause we can see the whole thing in y'all face. We can feel that energy coming off y'all. We know when y'all mad, boy. Y'all ain't gonna say, yeah, them leg get to shaking. Y'all get to rocking, them leg get to shaking, boy. Like y'all just can't wait. Like I'm gonna get this soon this motherfucker leave out. It's on and popping.
You gotta be in a good mood to get you some coochie. I'm sorry.
Check this out, right? You seen the fight this weekend, right? Wasn't she out of line, bro?
Yeah, she definitely out of line, bro. You already know ATL.
I agree. I agree with that though. I agree with that. Like, don't do that, ladies. Like, any ladies listening, Stop using your baby as a pawn in ways that you don't have to. Like, don't do that in front of the public. You want that man to love his kid like you love the kid, so don't get in the way of that. Just don't get in the way of that. That's all. What's up, Steven Houston? What's good? Who is that? Oh, that's Tay. He dropped back
Tay,
out.
what up? Tay, what? Don't leave, bro.
Yeah, Tay Young.
What OG Warren go? OG Warren left.
Yeah, he dropped off. But yeah, but in the end of the day, I don't agree with that. I don't agree. I would never do that. Like my daughter, when she get married, her father, she wants him to come, right? And he wants to come, but then he'll say stuff like to me, I know you raised like he's at this point in our life is probably he got regrets. And I don't know if he's guilt, whatever, because when y'all get older, y'all really know where y'all went wrong. So he'll say something like, you can walk her down. Or he'll capitulate to me. I said, no, nigga, I ain't the daddy. You stand shit. You can be the daddy now. I've been the daddy all these years, but I'm not the daddy. And then she want her daddy to watch her down the road. But if you don't come, we got to back up. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not holding a grudge. Right. I'm not going to hold no grudge. And don't give me no star or no medal. I don't got time in my life to hold no grudge. Nigga, you know this shit was trimmed in gold. That's why you still ask for it. But anyway, Tay, what's up? Tay.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, okay. Well, you came in and then you fell out.
Yeah. Something's wrong with my mic. I had to come out and come again. But so I guess I have a question. Do y'all know anything about Terrence's gloves being both being messed up, or is it just the one?
It was one of them.
There was both of them, I think. I know splitting at the seams. I don't know why they were.
I only seen one. They said it was two, but I only seen one.
Thank you. I only seen one too, but they keep saying it's two.
I thought it was two. Did you see it, XO?
I mean, they say it's two, but I only saw one. When I
only seen one. I promise you. They said two, but I seen one. They said both of them, but I only seen one on the right side.
Yeah, it's with his thumb, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. One was by his pointing finger. And one was on the outside of the hand on the other hand.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think after fights I done seen before that should have kept going on.
They should have got new gloves. I don't know why they didn't do that. They were about.
Well, the stuffing didn't come out. Now you had the commission made that decision that you can't. None of us can put that on Terrence, the referee.
No.
Or
I'm not putting it on Terrence, but I'm saying in all general, it's wrong because Tyson Fury. They made him get some more gloves. It was another fight.
He didn't have no cushion in the glove.
Yeah, he had no cushion.
They stopped the whole fight until he got some another glove.
Yeah, but they stopped it before the fight because he said, no. Because he came into the ring like that. Bud didn't come into the ring like that. If you notice, Sparkle Lee checked both of their gloves before they even fought.
In the beginning, but still.
She said she found them to be sufficient.
Miss T, what I'm saying is the proper protocol. Like if it, I'm gonna break it down to you. The proper protocol. If it was PBC or ESPN or Top Rank, you have to bring in another set of gloves.
They had another set of gloves.
They were. That was what they said. They said she timed it out once the round had started and shit. And the guy said, "Well, we'll let him get through this round, but by the next round, they should have had them new gloves up."
Did he knock him out in that round?
He knocked him out in that round.
I was gonna say.
But the glove, listen, the padding never fell out of the glove.
It was still in.
So it was still in there. It was just a seam. I'm just saying.
It doesn't matter.
The padding never came out the gloves.
It doesn't matter.
The seams were busted, and I'm not making no excuse.
The rule is once your gloves are altered, you need a new pair.
That's the.
They gotta pull it up.
Look it up.
They have to pull that rule up. Yeah, I'll look it up and come back tomorrow, maybe.
I think Terrence would have still knocked that nigga out.
Yes, I believe that. Yes, I believe that.
I don't doubt you, ATL, but I'm just saying everybody did their due diligence. Sparkle Lee timed it out. Terrence walked over. He let them see. He ain't obstruct nothing. The commission came over and said what they said, and then that was that. Now the next round, I don't think they was gonna let him go another round with no gloves because I think they said they'll change it after this round. But we will never know that because we never got to the next round. We'll just never know that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't think they cheated him.
No,
I feel like
I'm not blaming no gloves.
I don't think that Ebenezer got hit with straight fists because
From what
I think
I
there was
seen,
padding.
From what I seen, he would have got knocked out anyway because Terence Crawford had started pulling this number where he was just tapping him. He wasn't even hitting him, but he was just seeing where his weakness was at, where he gonna block it, and then he said, okay, this nigga ain't blocking the uppercuts. Let me hit his ass with a couple of them. Because if you think about it, before that round, before he knocked him out, he started putting them uppercuts in there.
He was
in there.
Yeah, and then that hook, the boy ain't see that shit coming. That what it was more than anything. And he stood straight up. Terrence stood straight up. You could tell he had every torque and leverage on that goddamn hook.
And then you got to think about it.
See it coming.
Avenesian was pressing him the whole fight, so he's stepping back at the same time, guessing and touching and thinking and guessing. So shit, 6 rounds. We all know what the fuck Bud do. He gonna figure you out if you ain't figure him out by then, and it's just over with.
And the thing with Bud doing that, I hear a lot of people say, the commentators, when they looking at a lot of people fighting, they was like, stop trying to throw everything a haymaker. Touch him, hit him hard. Touch him, hit him hard. Bud was doing that. He hit a couple of hard shots to the gut on the side or whatever. Touch him, hit him hard. And then sometimes it was just a touch. And look, Avenesian, this is a shortcoming on his part. He react to every touch. To every motherfucking touch.
He did.
Bud was sticking out his hand. He reset it. Most people don't reset on that bullshit.
We'll try to go.
I was like, Bud ain't even hitting you hard. And you're resetting. Y'all hit the like and share and subscribe.
Let me see what you're doing this weekend.
This weekend, let me see. Is any good fights coming? This week? No. Ain't no good fights that I'm thinking about. But making sure I mail out all my packages for Christmas for everybody that I did get something for.
I'm gonna be down this weekend, man. My dad passed Saturday morning.
I'm sorry to hear that. Man.
I'll be down this weekend.
Was it an ongoing problem?
He had colon cancer. I ain't tell nobody.
Oh shit! Y'all men gotta start talking to everybody.
Exactly.
So you know what that means. You're gonna have to start getting thoroughly checked early in life, like starting now with your colon.
I got like 2 of them already under my belt.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I felt like I was deprived of date, but yeah.
Yeah. my homeboy mama just passed and all that stuff. December 3rd. A lot of people passing. This has been a rough year for folks, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to hear about your dad passing. Prayers and love sent out to you guys and all that, and you too, Miss ATL, because that's granddaddy, right? That's grandpa.
Thank you.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Mr. ATL. Yeah, my homeboy mom, she just passed, and I called and told him I love him and all that stuff. Y'all know what happened to me in October. It's been a rough year, man. It's been a rough year.
Real rough.
And then I be caught up looking at these, these senseless violence. Like we be I don't even care about the police brutality shit no more as much as I care about this rapper shit or these black folks killing each other.
Black shit.
Yeah, I'm sick of that shit. I'm sick of it.
They only doing it because of us.
Yeah, because we allow it.
If we cool with killing each other, like, hell yeah, we gonna let them kill each other and we gonna help them.
I think where we went wrong is we took. I do think we should go back to prayer in school. This is my opinion. To each his own. But that ain't the ultimate thing. We were wrong. We went wrong when we started believing we couldn't whip our children ass. That's when I seen things change. What the fuck? Ass whooping don't hurt nobody.
Hey, that shit ain't never left my family.
It put the hairs on your chest or put the titties in the upright position. Fuck that. Ass whooping is needed. It'll make your ass pop tall, stand at attention and shit. Give you some fucking act right. You know what I'm saying? We get an ass whooping at school. The teacher beat your ass. Then your mama take you home and beat your ass. And don't let her call your daddy and that motherfucker be like, Lord, no, nigga, do you know how hard you hit?
Hey,
You
whooping
know what I'm
ass.
saying? But they
Whooping
stopped
ass is
doing
like
that.
a boxer you don't know. It's under the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan Tan said, my condolences.
I appreciate you, Dan Tan.
Yeah, my condolences as well,
Yeah.
man. But yeah.
Much love, man.
Yeah, we need to
Hello?
bring ass whipping back.
I agree. I heard, man, they be what, man? These new kids, man, they act like everything is an abuse. I heard one time they said that they had to do chores and that was slavery.
Or that, like, you know,
damn.
or the thing
they
that kills me is
slavery.
Or when they say they want to be at my mama house. That shit is real. That shit was not a democracy. Let me just say it.
Thank you.
It was
they
a
act
dictatorship.
Like democracy.
But
That's
you know
what?
Said. That you rather for your mama and daddy to whoop your ass in the world. That would you rather.
Exactly.
And then when my kid, she be wanting to go places and hang out with a bunch of girls. I be like, do y'all know each other? Y'all bitches know each other. I be telling my kid can't stand me when I did it. I be like, let them bitches know who I am.
For
I
real.
kill all of y'all. I fuck every last shit. I ain't waiting for the FBI, nigga. Shit, I'm coming.
I'm coming find you.
And your family, they all gotta get it.
Everybody
standing right there. Sorry to feel that way. That Shaquilla shit got me balling the fuck mad.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And you hate to say what you would do because you don't know what you would do till you do it. But I can tell you how I feel today. Now, how I would respond at the time, I feel that I really would. Shit. I told my daughter, you had that. Girl, Miss AT, I done said shit, the crazy shit. When my kids was coming up, like the babysitters and all that, they was looking at me like, I'm shocked that they even took the job or let her come to the daycare. I let it be known. I fuck all of y'all up in this bitch.
See, look, I ain't had no daycares until my children got actually 2 years old when they could talk and tell me what was going on, what happened to them. Because my grandma was not having it. My grandma or my mama was not having it. Like, no, we ain't putting that child in. My whole family was like, no, we don't put our kids into daycare until they turn 2. They could talk, tell you what people are doing to them. First of all.
And you know why this is? You know why this is? Because they don't know how to control their emotions. Exactly. And it's like, you not, my mama used to say, don't break down and cry. You old enough for your once not to hurt you. Now, if you continued after that, she fuck your ass up.
Right.
It's simple. You ain't finna be getting on her motherfucking nerves with this dumb shit. No, bitch, you can't have it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the end of the discussion. But you can't talk to these kids like that today.
Yes, you can.
I do. We behind closed door, and what happened in this house, stay in the house.
But see, I'll be having to teach a scale. When they talk to me about some shit with my kid, I'll come up to that motherfucker and be like, oh yeah, that's what he did. Well, you make sure you motherfucking call me so I can help. I'll whoop his ass when he get home. They be like, oh my God, you don't have to do that. Yes, I do.
Yeah, exactly. Put the foot all the way, man. I'm gonna give you this ass whooping. Then I'm gonna take you up here to this police station or area, and you go with them. And when I told my daughter one time, I told my daughter
on me, see if they gonna feed you.
I said, when they pick you up and take you from me, I'm moving out the state. So Georgia got you.
Exactly. They got
you. He must have thought I was crazy like a motherfucker. But I was like, nah, dude, I ain't gonna let that bullshit because I know them ass whippers help. I know my mama told me some shit and I did it anyway.
What I know about Georgia, Miss T, once the kid come out, the mother got all the rights.
They got in Georgia, in the state of Georgia?
Hell yeah, they got all the rights. As soon as the baby come out, you gotta go to court to get rights for your kid, for women. Straight up. Look, this how treacherous Georgia is. I'm living up here in North Carolina. I didn't even know I had a son when I first moved here. I went back home to drop my daughter off for the summer. Came back, my brake lights were stuck on. Pulled us over. I'm in the passenger seat. As for my ID, I got a child abandonment warrant for a child I don't even know about. I asked the motherfucking officer, how I get this? He said, shit, $10 in a good store. Here you are. And he was like, shit, $10 a girl can go down to the station and say anybody is the father until they prove it. If you don't answer that call, that's child abandonment.
But listen, it's kind of messed up. It's unfair on both sides. But I'm telling you, like, and I ain't pointing the finger just at dudes. I be trying to tell my brother, there's so much y'all can do where to be more to your favor. Because when they talk to us through like child support or anything like that, they always try to favor the guy. Always, the whole time. Well, we don't want to arrest him. We don't want. Well, what the fuck you want to do? He ain't doing shit. Like, well, we don't want to blah, 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 blah. But in the end of the day, stop waiting for people to tell you what a kid needs. Go get it. When you go get your haircut, you take your shorty to get their haircut. When I got one
question. Let's see, I got one question for you, right? I want you to just answer me whether you think this is right or wrong, right? Mm-hmm. Just like I was just telling you, I went through that shit. I'm in North Carolina, right? Yeah. Women got all the rights. You know what I'm saying? I had a child abandonment warrant. Went to jail, all this shit. We went to court. I'm like, shit, you know, Your Honor, I didn't even know I had a child, but I want to be in my child's life. But just because I missed the court date or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. The mother be like, look, I don't want him to have nothing to do. I don't want him to have nothing to do with his child. I don't want him to have nothing to do with his child. Why should I have to still pay child support if you don't want me to do nothing with my son? Like, if you don't want me to goddamn be in my son's life at all, why should I have to pay child support and you telling me and telling the judge this is what you want?
Well, I'm gonna say this. In life, you got people that move according to their heart. You got people that move according to business and what makes sense logically and reasonable as far as business. But ATL, you are your own man. Fuck what this bitch saying. If you love your son, then you do what you got to do for your son. You know, your son, when you're a parent, you know what being a parent is for each and every one of your kids.
Let's see, I've never seen him.
I know, but it doesn't matter.
I've been paying child support for 4 years.
I'm gonna tell you like this. There's no scenario I can think of that somebody can keep my child away from me, even if I never seen him. Even if they took her away from me at birth. I'm telling you, I would eat through acid. I can't think of a scenario. So I don't look at it as woman to me. I look at it as parent to parent.
You know how much I gotta pay?
You love your kid.
You know how much I gotta pay for a lawyer just to get weekend custody of my child in Georgia? $2,500 starting. Just for to start up a civil trial for me to get part-time custody.
I'm gonna tell you what you should do. Right now, in the predicament you in, write a letter to your son every Saturday, put it in an envelope, date it, and put it away in a box. When your son get a certain age, he's gonna come looking for you.
Oh, I know that.
You don't have the words, so it's better to say what you got to say right now in the letter and start keeping track of that. I mean, how old is this kid now?
Shit, probably 13, 14.
Well, you can start now. And, you know, every now and then you try, but it costs money to keep trying, and you ain't got that kind of money. But trust and believe me, that boy gonna come and look out for you. At that point, like my daughter, they got back with her father, my daughter and my son. They didn't got back with their father. And guess what? I don't get in the way. He can tell whatever lie he wants. They not dumb. The kids are not dumb.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever lie, whoever's the one lying, mama or daddy, the kids will see right through it.
That's how it was with my oldest son, though. He's 19 now, and it took him when he turned 17 to actually see his mama was keeping him away from me. But we good now.
And that's how you can help. You just go from there.
Yep.
You go from there. You teach him how to be a man. You put that man shit in him and spend time and let go of the guilt. Like a lot of y'all fathers out there be feeling guilty and shit. like guilty or nervous or awkward because you know you probably done stepped in some boo-boo through the whole course of that situation, let it go. Let it fucking go. Let it go. Especially if you luck up on a situation with a baby mama who let it go. Let it go. Because you can't, what you needed to do for them when they was a kid is already said and done if you didn't do it. So now it's you still have to raise your kids. And truth be told, don't nobody really become grown until they 40 years old. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Because you be learning the whole goddamn time in your 20s, 30s. And then when you get in your 40s, you be like, I get everything.
I get it now.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? So we all still fucking kids. So it's a lot you can do for your 19-year-old, 18-year-old, and this 13-year-old. There's a whole lot of shit that the mama ain't gonna be able to do. So you just wait on that. But I would write a letter. I would be real crafty. If it costs money. If I ain't got money, once a year I would still go out there and try to reach out to see the young man. If I couldn't see him, I tried, and I would write a letter, contemporary notes, and be like, son, whenever you ready to read them, you can go ahead and read them. I would make copies of them bitches. And then, like write them on your computer, print it out, but save it, right?
Yeah.
And then put it in the envelope, seal the envelope, put a date on it. And when he come of age and come seek you out, be like, hey, I imagine me talking to you, and this is what I want to say. Sometimes you can say, I heard you playing baseball. Your grandma told me you playing baseball. I sure wish I could see your game. Or you can sneak up on games when the mama wouldn't even know. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of stuff you could do. But I'm saying, when it comes to y'all being a parent, stop worrying about the other parent. You be the best parent you can be. Fuck what the other parent doing and what they saying. You just be the best parent and what you can be, because it's all gonna come out in the wash.
Let me tell you a crazy story, T, right? How I met the same chick, right? My baby mama's sister stayed next door to this chick, and I used to go to my baby mama's sister's house just to see my daughter when she was over there, because my baby mama was keeping away from me, but I knew her sister. Me and her sister was cool, so every time she came over there, she'd let me know, so I come over there kick with my daughter. So it came a point in time where I was watching my daughter and my baby mama's sister kids. But she was watching her neighbor's kids, who was her homegirl. Her homegirl ended up getting locked up here in North Carolina for food stamp fraud. You know what I'm saying? She was living in Georgia, but still getting spending her food stamps in Georgia, and she was from North Carolina. So she owed them like $2,700 when she went to court and didn't have it.
That's illegal?
Yeah, she was living in Georgia, but still getting stamps from North Carolina.
Oh, okay. I thought you said like, go ahead. I'm gonna ask you in the end. But go ahead.
Yeah, so she was living in Georgia, still getting stamped from North Carolina. They found out, and they like, hold on, you live down here. So when she went to court, I'm watching my baby mama's sister kids, and sometimes watching her kids for like maybe an hour or two till she get home. Didn't even know her from a can of paint. She ended up getting locked up because she didn't have the money right there at court, the $2,500 for what she was doing in Georgia. They wanted it now. They didn't want no payment plans or nothing. They wanted it now, so she didn't have it. She got locked up for 3 weeks, right? I was watching her newborn baby, which was 3 months. She had 2 kids that was over 12. So I don't even know her from a can of paint. Watch them, she get out, whatever. She want to kick it with me. I don't even want to kick it with her, but I'm just being cool. I'm still watching her newborn baby when she got out, 3 months, while she at work. You know what I'm saying? We end up hooking up.
You tripped and fell in it.
No, I was locked up. I was locked up. We end up hooking up when I got out. She said she wasn't doing the house shit, the courting, which I respected. But I'm like, shit, just let me have a place to stay till I get back on my feet. So we end up fucking around. But she was being too controlling. We were just friends when I got out. she let me come stay with her and shit. So she was just being too controlling and shit. And so I left. I moved up here to North Carolina. The day I moved up here, she like, I'm pregnant. So I'm thinking she lying. So fucking 9 months later, hit me back. She had the baby. Don't want me to see the baby, but she know how I care about my kids. She know I ain't had no daddy. You know what I'm saying? But she know how I care about my kids. But for you to goddamn, after I looked at all your kids and took care of your kids while you were locked up, you would put me on child support just because I left. I didn't want to be with you. I would never plan to be with you. We were just fucking around. We weren't supposed to fuck around.
Did she know you won't plan on being with her?
Yeah, because she told me that she's going to church. You know, we had them been together before, but she like this time, you know, I'm on my save shit. Ain't no courting. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, cool, that's cool. Just look out for me for a couple of weeks. I'm gonna be out your shit. But she started being controlling, say I gotta be in the house by 12 and all this shit. And end up getting pregnant when I left. And then when I left, she just got them flipped the script like I wouldn't give a fuck about my child or take care of my child and wouldn't never let me see my son, bro. I'm like, what the fuck?
But let me tell y'all something, y'all. In the end of the day, and being fair across the board, you as a man responsible for your body. Me as a woman responsible for my body.
Exactly.
Our bodies recreate. When you that the OGs used to tell it, let the ladies tell us. Every time a dude put it in there, you're gonna get pregnant. Now, the reality is, and this is where I geek out on y'all, it is very, 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 very hard to make somebody pregnant. Now, animals and humans make it look very easy, but it's actually a really, really hard thing to do. But once you make moves, you have to be responsible for every move that you make. It cannot ever be with somebody. Like, it doesn't matter to me what her father say out his mouth or do with his actions. My daughter is right here, and I'm going to see her, and I'm going to get her, and I dare anybody to keep me away. I'm going to make sure she has. I'm going to pay for this. I'm going to do that. I do that with her brother. Y'all know I call him my son, but he spent a lot of time with me growing up here. But that's her brother through her father too. They look just alike, one tall and one short. But with him too, I'm gonna love him and all that. And that's not, biologically my son, but I love him like he was my son. He put a lot of time here, and ain't no half brother and sister up in this bitch. Exactly. They was whole brothers and sisters as far as I was concerned. And that's how his mama treated my daughter too. Exactly. So in the end of the day, I for me, ATL, I guess I don't understand a lot of things when it comes to anybody saying that they can't. Because when it comes to my child, that word don't exist.
Yeah.
If that makes sense to you. It just don't exist. And so if it don't exist for me, I'm nobody special. I'm just a regular woman. There's regular dudes out there and other regular women. That's what it should be. There's no can't when you're a parent. No fucking can'ts when you're a parent. And that's the bottom line. And some people may feel differently, but not me. And so I know that there can be circumstances and things get in the way. You do the best you can. But you always have an opportunity to show that you care and you love. And that's all that kid's going to care about when they come back later. Did you actually love me? Did you actually care? You don't even have to badmouth the other parent to big your point up. Yeah, I actually care. It was just hard. It was a situation I wasn't ready for, and it was just hard, and I couldn't figure my way out around it. I'm older now, and I'm wiser, and I'm hoping that we can just go forward.
But what if it wasn't like that?
What you mean? Like,
and I'm going to explain why it wasn't like that. Like, when we first hooked up, right? Mm-hmm. Anybody I've ever been with, this has been a problem in my whole life. I never had a dad in my whole entire life, right? Mm-hmm. So anybody who met me before then, I only had 3 kids. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And they mean the world to me. I would do anything for them. And all the girls that I ever been with know that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, when shit go bad,
Mm-hmm.
they know that since I poured my heart out to them and told them the only thing that could really fuck with me,
Mm-hmm.
that's what they do at the end to fuck with me. So that's the instant that it was. She
Yeah.
knew, even though we didn't work out, and at the end of the day, I got the hell on for whatever reason, that if I had a child, that I would be there for my kid, bro. She knows this
But it
because
come back.
listen, she knows this for the simple fact that I told her,
Mm-hmm.
and for the simple fact that I didn't even know you from a can of paint, and I took care of your kids while you was locked the fuck up.
Right,
Period.
but in the end of the day, we got to be responsible for our choices. Some people are unevenly yoked. You know, like when you meet niggas, you know when a nigga for real nigga and when he ain't, right? A fugazi ass nigga, right?
Yeah.
Y'all got to be that way with women too.
Yeah.
You know the character of a woman. If her ass is being big and plump to you means more than the character, then that's how you choose. You know, I don't care how handsome and debonair a nigga is. I'm looking at his heart.
Exactly.
You know, and his heart gonna tell me everything how he is. We
Exactly.
might not make it, but do you got that kind of vicious, vindictive, fugazi ass heart? If you do, I can't fuck with you.
Exactly.
We will never have no children because it'll never be a oops situation. You know, but
Okay,
can
look.
you be wrong? Yeah, you can be wrong because when I got pregnant, my daughter father was happy as hell about the whole thing.
Look,
He
another
got
story,
mad.
same story, but look.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've been going back and forth from North Carolina to Georgia 5 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
We go to court, sitting in court waiting for the judge to come out. She decides her and her cousin to come sit in front of us, in front of me and my ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you come sit in front of me? So her and her, whoever was she with, they laughing, joking and shit. So I'm like, look, y'all want to laugh and joke? I'm looking at the end of the day, your cousin know that I'm here for my kids all day, every day. I don't know what the fuck she told you, but she know I'm here for my kids. All this extra shit she doing is because she knows she fucked up, and she knows she was on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? She know I take care of my kid, but I'm gonna let y'all keep sitting up there laughing. I'm talking out loud like they doing. I'm gonna let y'all keep sitting up there laughing, but she know, regardless of what the fuck she laughing to you about, she know. She break down crying because she know I'm telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? So that's why all that shit.
And then again too, you can be in your feelings, and it does happen both ways. So I ain't gonna knock the men who be in their feelings in the beginning and make bad choices, and the women too make bad choices in the beginning because they're in their feelings. But in the end of the day, after a while, you start looking at your kid. If your kid 3 years old say, "Why don't I have a daddy?" You know that shit hurt. You don't want your kid asking you that shit. I don't want to hear that shit.
This the killer, Miss T, right? Let me tell you why she kept him away from me. I tried to get back in his life after 6 years. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do what you said, Miss T. I'm gonna be the bigger man. Fuck this shit. I want to see my goddamn son. Let me reach out. I'm sorry for whatever you think I did to you. I'm sorry. I just want to be in my kid's life. So we get to chopping it up. Okay, well, you know, I can't really let you speak to him until we get our relationship back where I could trust you. So I'm like, okay, I somewhat hear what you're saying, but at the end of the day, it's about our son. It ain't about you. So call, check on my son. Yeah, he's fine. He doing her work and doing this, doing that. But I'm talking to you. I never got a chance to talk to my son. So then she started calling me all types of disrespectful hours, like 1:30, 2 in the morning, blowing my phone up. She know I got a lady, but I'm not answering. So I'm like, you know, she on some other shit. She's still on some us type shit. Me and my lady had just got a new place we ain't even moved into, but it needed to be inspected. So we had already had it, but it needed to be inspected. We haven't even moved in yet. When I cut her off, I swear to God, the next day, Miss T, it was a fucking sheriff letter on my apartment I haven't even moved into.
Damn.
I called this nigga. I'm like, look, I ain't even finna meet you.
Mhm,
I said, I ain't
mhm.
even finna meet you if I'm going to jail, because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now he's like, nah, you ain't going to jail. You just got to go to court. So man, I've been going through this shit for like 4.5,
But
5
but
years.
here's the thing. I think if she making it difficult because she is the head honcho with that situation.
No,
All
I
you
missed the
can
point.
do.
Miss Mitzi, I missed what I was saying.
Okay.
She told me after I got back in his life, before I got the letter on my door and everything. The only reason I'm being like this is because he is the only boy that I have. She got 3 girls. But she said the only reason she doing this shit because he's the only boy that I have, and I don't want him to be nothing like you. Like, what the fuck?
Y'all don't listen. Y'all guys don't take nothing personal. Girls be hurt too. And I ain't saying we bad. Both sides be bad. Y'all do some rank shit that really hurt us to our core that's damn near impossible to get over. I know a plenty of old women that never got over some shit that happened to them in their 20s that was just funny to a nigga. I see y'all laugh at a lot of shit that women go through in pain. And I'm like, we don't get over it, but we want to hurt y'all just like y'all want to hurt us.
But
So
after
like
10 years, Miss T,
so
I apologize like a man.
but it don't matter. That hurt you.
Don't accept my apology.
No, you can accept it, but I'm saying you can't get them 10 years back. And it be funny. It be how it's more so how it's done. Especially if that person, you treated them like a joke or like the scum of the shoe. You know,
no,
but
that
in the end of the day, going forward,
that never happened. I promise you.
I believe you. Going forward, ATL, all the conversations that you wanted to have with your son, I'm thinking for real, you should write it down. Not no long ass letter, and seal it. Put a date on it. Man, by the time that kid get 18, he gonna have a whole bunch of things. And you might be like, son, I know you at this age where you should be, you know, maybe thinking about some girls or whatever advice you got to give them.
When I apologized and talked to her, that was 10 years later.
I know, but the damage was set in, is what I'm trying to say.
I still haven't even seen him. She keep him so she ain't got no pictures on Facebook, on nothing. It's been what 14 years now, nigga.
This is when you gotta stop being a super spy. You know what high school he go to?
Nah,
the nigga probably gonna go get on some kind of team. Nigga be in the crowd. Look at him. I said, hey, when he come back to you, be like, I went to every one of your games. I don't want to start no trouble with your mom.
Man,
I went to your basketball game. 9 times out of 10, the nigga playing basketball.
I believe this nigga in the Rainbow League fucking with her.
Nah, nigga, don't say that about yourself. Don't say that. And I see your face. Oh, baby. Oh, I see it. Miss ATL.
She just smacked me.
Don't say that.
Yeah, don't say that about no child.
I'm sorry.
Listen, if he likes between the sheets, so to speak, he gonna like between the sheets. I'm talking about ladies. You know, he gonna like it. Ain't nothing she could do to change that. But now he gonna need to know how to be a man.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's where you gonna come in. Trust me, 18 is plenty of time at 18 going up to teach him all that shit.
You see, I was horny as shit when I was 13.
Well, that's what you write your letter. Say, I know you horny. I know you jerking off. You know what I'm saying? Look, good luck. Don't jerk off too much and bend the shit. Whatever the fuck y'all tell y'all sons. I don't know what the hell y'all tell y'all sons. Look, put a condom on, son. You be surprised. He will treasure that shit. Because it shows effort, it shows you cared, and it shows no matter what she said, it wasn't true. It was what you were saying. Because can't nobody fake that. Contemporary notes is all that, y'all. Write y'all shit down when it happens, seal it, put it away, and then get it to the person later. They're gonna be like, they was legit the whole time. That's what you do. You got time, child. My daughter been reconnected at 19. My daughter and son, and know what he told me? He said, man, I understand because he has a little boy. He said, I can figure out how to be a daddy to him, but I got 2 19-year-olds.
Hell no.
Yeah, cause they the same age. My daughter the older, but like they difference by like 4 months.
Your ass
hmm
crazy.
That's him. My ass ain't crazy. I spread my shit out.
Right, right.
That's him. He laying it low and spreading it wide. Let me stop. But I talk to him from time to time. Like he actually called me a couple of weeks after I got back from the funeral, and just to be encouraging and uplifting, which was
Yeah.
shock to me because I needed it. I needed it. God knows I needed it. I was feeling down about my nephew. He actually called.
Miss T.
It was nice. I was shocked.
Miss T, look.
What's up?
I know you say you didn't watch the Teofimo card, right?
Right.
I need you to watch this one fight. It was just I just liked it. You know what I'm saying? Jared Big Baby Anderson.
I heard about him.
You know, the first round, right?
Uh-huh.
They came out, Buddy was jabbing him.
Yeah.
Buddy stuck him, I swear to God, with like 3 good lefts. I'm talking about bap, bap, bap. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Caught Anderson. Anderson was like, what the fuck? I wasn't expecting this shit, right? But after that third one, Miss T, I swear to God, you need to watch this shit after you get off here, right? After that third good hit, I think it was the second round, Miss T. Just think about a heavyweight, right? Throwing 100, a heavyweight throwing 132 punches in the second round.
He was fighting for his life. Fighting for your life.
Man, he got I could say for the first round, he got the best of Jerry Anderson. But the second round, the end of the first round and the second round, Jerry Anderson thought about that shit and beat him like, you know how, like, say, Miss T, I just met you, right? I come to your crib. You invite me to your crib. We kicking it, you know what I'm saying? Drinking, smoking. You know what I'm saying? You might have had a goddamn iPhone 12 somewhere, and then I leave and it's missing, right? But you know don't nobody stealing your house, so you like, nigga, I know who the fuck stole that shit. And you catch up with me at the corner store or some shit, right?
Beat your ass like you stole something. Beat you like you stole something. Nigga, don't you ever come in my house and steal shit.
Missy,
Ain't nothing lost in my house.
I swear to God, Mitzi, look at that fight, Sean. Hey, that nigga Jerry Anderson beat Buddy. I'm talking about, you could see it in his lips. You know how you bite your bottom lip? Like, when you punching, you
he was hurting. He said, nigga, you done embarrassed me in front of my family and friends.
Yes, Miss T.
But look, I'm gonna go back and watch it. But you know, I think ESPN takes, I don't know when did they load it up? Like, is it a day or two later or a week later? But when I try to go to ESPN, it wasn't loaded up. So I'm gonna go back and watch it because I got ESPN Plus too. So I'm gonna go back and watch that shit.
I got a link. I'm gonna see if I can send it to you through the chat. Man, Miss T, when I say that shit was, he beat that motherfucker like, God damn. I was like, damn, big baby.
Big baby.
Okay,
bunga.
Messaging. No, it ain't Messenger. Damn, what the fuck? Collections.
No, man, it's gonna show it on ESPN. I got ESPN and I got ESPN Plus. I got a subscription. So it's going to show it. It's just what day. It's probably up now. I don't know. But it's just, you know, what day.
Man, that shit was ugly.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go look at it. I was busy supporting my boy. But in the end of the day, y'all, if these fight numbers are great, that's going to be helpful for Terence Crawford when he goes back to the drawing board as far as leverage. But I personally think it won't matter either way. I told y'all that before the fight. It doesn't matter if Terence do good or not. They have the value that they set in Terence. They want to give him what they want to give him. And he might, you know, he'll take it again. But what they may do is change when it comes to the transparency part. If they do that and that's all that Terence was asking for extra, motherfucker, that ain't hard to give. Do that shit. and motherfucking let's get this shit on over with and all that. Who knows? Y'all guess as good as mine. I'm leaning towards Terrence, and I got my reason, but I do not count Errol Spence out. I don't count nobody out. You brave enough to get in that ring? The only person I count out is that nigga that did that whole ring walk, got in the ring, they introduced him to a Jabba or whatever, and then when the bell rung, he climbed out the ring and walked out. Said, fuck
I
this.
feel Jabba.
Ray New Santos is in the building. Was Poppy King. He said, hello, Queen. What's up, though? My guy, ATL.
What up with your
Don't worry
fam?
about the link. Don't worry about the link, ATL. We almost at 3 hours.
Shit.
I'm going to go ahead and get off. I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Because like I said, I got ESPN, so I should be able to. I got ESPN Plus. I pay for it.
I'm going to tell you what the shit say, though.
Okay. Well, put in the link. If you put in the link, I'll take it down either way.
I'm trying to do it right now. It says heavyweight Jerry Anderson highlight reel KO of Jerry Forrest. It's on top. It's a matter of fact, it's on Top Rank Boxing.
Top Rank Boxing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Top Rank with a capital T, rank with a capital R, and boxing with a capital B.
All one word though?
Yeah. No. Space.
Space. Okay.
And they're gonna say heavyweight Jerry Anderson highlight real KO of Jerry Forrest. And they're gonna show fucking 5 minutes of this nigga getting his ass drilled.
Heavyweight Jerry Anderson highlight and something with us.
Real KO of Jerry Forrest.
With real KO of Jerry Forrest.
Forrest with 2 R's.
Okay. I got you.
It popped up?
No, I ain't looking at it yet.
Oh.
I don't do all that stuff. I ain't that savvy because I gotta clear some of this shit out of my damn feed anyway.
And it's under Top Rank Boxing.
Okay. I got you. I'll make sure I can see that fight. Because I wanted to see it. I wish I could have pulled it up at the same time, but
he beat this dude like a stepchild. I'm trying to tell you. I wish you could put it on the screen right now. That shit was devastating.
Yeah, I ain't, oh, by the way, so let me tell y'all, if you know CBS affiliates, like who CBS work for,
yeah,
or own or anything like that, CBS, if Paramount owns Showtime, then CBS owns Paramount and Showtime. I'm gonna just tell you that right now because I know CBS owns Showtime.
Yeah.
Don't put nothing on y'all YouTubes that got CBS own shit. So like HBO, Showtime, anything like that. I think you could do any TikTok. I think it's good when you put something up and you pause it and you talking. Fight Hub and Fight Hype is good. They have the most interviews anyway. They're good about sharing. Anybody on YouTube that said, please like, share, and subscribe, like I say in the beginning of my thing, then they open the door to that. You always try to put the disclosure, the Fair Use Act in your description, and also just mention it or have a banner that you can go across your screen. But I'm telling you, you use CBS shit. They try to flag me the other day. I wrote them back. I'm like, I don't know half the shit y'all own.
Sure.
Like that shit be irritating to me. But man, I'm not fucking with CBS. Nothing that they own. If it's a legit old school channel, don't fucking put it up. Even when it's news, if you get CBS, ABC, NBC news, you got to be careful with that shit. Maybe you could play the audio, but like don't pull it up on the screen. Or maybe you got a tablet and you play shit on the side, but you're not bringing it up in your because what they do is they can watch your algorithms to see it within the YouTube StreamYard or whatever if you use something or not. They can see that, and that's when they want to flag shit. I don't got time for CBS to be flagging me. Fuck all that shit. So Yeah, they flagged me the other day. I was like, here we go again.
Yeah.
I sensed it, predicted it, knew it would happen. They plopped their fat ass on the street.
Hell nah.
You know, I'm about to go into the FC Light.
Mhm.
That shit, that's how I was 89 was a year. 89 with MC Light and Queen Latifah, boy, to take me back. Anyway, I'm out of here. ATL, you got anything else you want to say?
Nah, man, I love y'all, man. I appreciate all the love and support. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe to Miss T. You know what I'm saying? Get her channel up. You know, it's the holidays. I hope everybody stays safe. Watch your 12, 3s, and 6, and 9, man, because people is out here trying to get over. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your kids.
Exactly.
And I love y'all.
Miss ATL, I ain't forgot y'all. I think by the end of December, too late for Christmas, because again, I don't want to broadcast nothing and then it turned out to be a dud. That shit I'm using, I have had to untake my hair down, rebraid it up, because hair was growing in between the braids.
What you using?
What's the name of it again?
I ain't telling y'all. I gotta tell. I know for sure.
God damn.
I told y'all that I'm not keeping it a secret, but I don't even want to start that habit. I hate when people be like, "Oh, you should get with this," and then it be a dud.
Man, fuck that. I'm trying to get in. You see my head? Damn. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, you all right. You can wait. You still a man. I'm gonna make sure Miss ATL, she be the first person I let her know. But again, I don't like promoting.
I got you. I'm gonna go back.
But she needed more than me.
I'm favoring women. I'm biased. I'm chauvinistic.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to help her sister
That's
out.
fucked up, bro.
And right now, they're gonna be like 27 to 30, either between $27 to $35 a bottle. So I'm just telling you ahead of time.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when I tell y'all what it is, go order that bitch. Go, hey. I'm telling you, my hair was a pinky length long when I cut it. That shit is past my ears now. So, all right. And that's only been like 3 weeks now.
That was up.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So, y'all know in my Pamela James voice, peace.